let's see if we are. Boom. All right. Now we should be right. Give me a second, y'all. This link now can go out. There we go. There we go. Got it. Had the wrong image on there. I was trying to get this out as fast as possible, but I forgot to put the image so that it's set properly. Let me get the link to this, and then we will get rolling. Copy link address. Where are we? There we go. Discord. I'm over here. Okay, going live. All right, and copy and paste this link in here. Right. And let me just put this link in the other Discord. Give me a second. Put this in the 3 a.m. room. All right. What's going on, everyone? So I'm going to jump into the talk I was talking about in the 3 a.m. about what's going on with frequencies of 5G coming into neighborhoods. This is based off of, I'm working in Cashlane. Let me slide down in the Discord room here. I work in Cashlane, and I've been looking at, the stock, like Verb has the stock talk, and I've been talking about hardware, like stuff that we can build on our own, right? So I'm talking about, hey, this is, I put it here, and I also put it in the hardware room. So I'm going to be working in here too, the computer zone room, when I'm not talking in Cashlane, right? So in here, I put it here because it begins the idea of hardware that can be used for mining cryptocurrency, right? Smaller devices mining data. So you just need a hard drive, which you can put one in here, terabyte, 2 terabytes or whatever. And then you could start buying these controllers to be able to do other things. And one of those is you take some audio jacks and you can make your own guitar pedal. And I was thinking with what MG does and what the tribe does, I was like, oh, that's crazy. We could do something like that, right? So give me a second. Let me just also look. Okay, yeah. What's going on, Danye? All right, so yeah, so that's what I've been looking at there, right? So that has been breeding in, like, it's been in my head. And of course, as MG says, words connect, words connect, words connect. So I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at, wait, I've been looking at helium. I also put it up here. Like I said, I dump my thoughts into the tribe, right? So I said, this is coming in 12 weeks. And I highlighted it, HNT, right? This is a frequency miner. So what it does is it mines frequency. Now, I'd been seeing some articles, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, helium. Aren't they like working, like, so let's, again, how I reverse engineer stuff is we go where? We go right to CoinGecko, right? We go here. And when you go in here, you go to search, and then you go in here and you say HNT, helium, right click, you open it. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see none of that. Give me a second. I'm gonna do it again. I had the wrong screen open. So I'm over here, which really, hold on, I actually have it here. There you go. So we go to CoinGecko. I go into the search box. I put in H, You see helium. I right click on that and I open that in a new tab. You see a price, $15.50. So we're already above the US dollar with this joint, right? Hold on. I'm trying to get to my, I'm looking at one of my windows has moved on me and I need that window. There we go. Ah, jeez. Thank you. All right, give me a second. Thanks, Danye. I see. That's why I jumped. Boom, live. Give me a second. It should load up. Give me a second. Go live. I have got to fix the bot that is controlling my stuff. Let me see if it pulls it up. Hold on. Let me go over here. Let me close some windows so I can get power to this other screen. Give me a second. Why is my screen black? Come on now, don't play. Are we gonna do this today? Really? It's really gonna do this today. It really does not want me to be great today. That is how you're going to play. Ah, gotcha. Now you want to act right. Right? Right. Now you want to act right. Let me see if it's, there we go. All right. Everybody see the screen now? Helium, HNT. Let me just make sure. I'll give it a second because I know I'm lagging. Hey, there we go. All right. Thanks, Danye, man. Good. All right. So I'm going to do this from scratch right here. So CoinGecko, right? CoinGecko.com. Let's get all this other stuff out of the way. All right. So when you're here, you go to the search box, you type in HNT. You go here, you see your helium, right? Right click, open it in a new tab. I'm using Chrome. Now when you're here, you can see what the price is. $15.48. So we already know. Let's just deal with that. We already know if there's a way to make money from the air with this, how many people are going to get into it, right? Okay, let's look at the market cap. How many millions of dollars are, oh, wait, no. How many billions of dollars are already in this thing? So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm like, holy crap. All right. But remember, I already told you, if you go up here, which you didn't see at the time, hold on. In the cash lane room, right? So in the cash lane room down here in entertainment, in the cash lane room, you get down here, you scroll up. Verb was talking about some stocks, and I was like, hey, this is what's up. That's what's up, right? And then I was looking at some other stuff. I was like, I gotta step my game up because I know he's gonna have some good content. I know Verb's gonna have good content. So I'm like, all right, I gotta step my game up. I really need to start thinking about how are we gonna deal with crypto winter, right? And crypto winter is the time of right here, right? When we zoom out, here's the halving, right? Bitcoin shoots up. Here's the halving. Bitcoin shot up. You had some dips, but Bitcoin shot up eventually. And the dips are timing out exactly the same way. But what I worry about as a strategy officer, this is my job for the company of Toxic Hustle, is to think things out and to plan for long term, especially if we're planning our assets to be there. Hey, you got it. I'm going to get there. Exactly. I'm going to get there. And that's why I mean we're about to hit some red zones. No. They're about to use this company and piggyback off of it. Watch the Bobo. So here we go. So you've got this going down. You've got this long-term time. That's crypto winter. Nobody else was talking about that. I've been looking at that because it's cyclical. It happens. Halving, run up, halving, beginning the run up. Summer goes the nether. We see all the calendar stuff, right? We know the calendar, Google, coin market calendar. If we go into sort by significant, this is the most important things that are happening right now. Right now we know June, July, June. Some things in August, June. September, June, September, June. We already know summertime's about to go crazy. This thing goes up. There's enough news, right? What is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Everybody's buying right now because they're going to be selling at these crazy highs that are about to come. I've been through this. I know what's coming. So before the whole crazy thing goes insane, I wanted a video to stable me out. But then, as I was thinking something out, I'm sitting down and I got my second feather the other day, right? Because I asked the universe for my feathers, and I've been getting my feathers, and I feel closer. The tribe, the 3 a.m. stuff's been helping. And I'm starting to think, and I'm like, wait, now my other side of my spirit, the one that's not tied to money, is now sitting there, when everybody's been talking about their crystals, I'm like, yeah, I should start thinking about my crystals. I love the fact I got feathers. Now I want to get my crystals too, and maybe I should start grounding myself. So I start walking and grounding myself, and then something hit me. I looked up in the sky, and I was like, principalities of the air. We're not ruled by evil, but are principalities in the air, things in the air, principles, assets in the air, assets. I said this already, but sometimes it doesn't hit you in the head, and I'm like, wait, 5G is short range. We're not going to see poles anymore. You're not going to see a pole. It's short range. And I said, all these devices need to come down. Everybody's going to have to put the devices in their home because it's short range. 5G is a shorter range or bandwidth. So if you know that 5G is a shorter bandwidth, how do you get it to be spread? You make it easy, and you get people to invest in it, whether it's psychologically or financially. And we already know people can't get jobs. So people have to make money, right? They're talking about universal basic income, right? These are the keywords of Great Reset, right? This is all the words we hear, the energy. Cliff is talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. All right, so what's happening? All right, we get the information. So now I am like strategy. Okay, well, I got all this data. All right, well, what the hell do I do with that? How do I survive that? Because my family still got to eat. The tribe has to make money. We have to have an economy, right? We make music, period. It's musical freaking geniuses. We have assets. We have crypto. We can make interest, so we can make money. We can be banks. So we're 100 years after Tulsa, right? That's Tulsa, Black Wall Street. Hey, y'all, black people, take over your finances again. Thank you. Okay. Here's your electricity back. Thank you. Okay. Everything we talked about, right? Everything in 3 a.m. and how everybody's energy is now changing. Like you're seeing that if negative things are pulling you back or keeping you from your need to help or need to push past your limits. Like I hate that because I just finished watching damn Black Clover. And, they're in that damn thing where they're in the temple, in the water temple. And, they have to basically push past their limits. And I hate the fact that I just did that. But we're moving on. But anyway, so I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, wait, 5G. Wait, I just bought a helium miner, right? And I showed y'all we can make hardware. That I think that wasn't on the screen at the time, right? And this is now a guitar pedal. So in this guitar pedal, I also, and I'm going to be talking more in the here. Computer Zone. Because of this box, I'm going to be talking more in here soon because I want to see what we can come up with devices and filtering our sounds through stuff and seeing what crazy effects we can get making our own hardware devices, right? And that's another business for the tribe. Like we could make our own devices, put our own good in there, right? Because it just has storage. It's like think about the old Nintendos, right? So we could make our own old emulator devices soon, and like 16 gigabytes of RAM are going to be in these small things soon, like within the next year or so. And if not, they're going to be building the CPUs that are in RISC-V, right? RISC-V chips. I have it in here. So if you scroll up, if you search this, I know I'm like jumping all over the place. Give me a second. I do have a reason for everything. It's going to piece all together soon. It's coming. Hold on. RISC, RISC, right? I think I have it. Maybe I don't. maybe I don't. Huh. Maybe I don't have risk 5. Hold on. Hold on. Let me scroll up. Okay, helium miner. I put it in here. I just got this coming in. It was going into one of our business locations. We're going to put it in a business location in an area that already has miners nearby, right? And then we're going to be making money. Now, see what it says? Payment instructions. It can go to your Coinbase or Binance. So basically right to your Coinbase account. So now you can be mining and get money right to Coinbase. So now I'm looking at, I was like, oh, let me get one of these. Let me start looking at that because I already know. See what it is? It's a box, hardware. I can put something like a Raspberry Pi in it. And then there's an antenna. And then I've said in a couple videos, if you watch that long, I know my videos are long as hell. And they're about to be short. And you're going to wish they were long again. But you see this device, I have a company that I can also get this from. And we can get them from Alibaba and AliExpress. But there's a specific company working for you building these devices. This is the next revolution. And I saw this when I was able to build PCs for people. I was the guy making the PCs for your home offices back in 2000. When everybody wanted a home office and they wanted to wire their office and their network in their house, I was that guy. So I'm the guy looking and seeing what sites are doing that all over again, smaller, and look what I find. Right? All right. And look at the price. Right. Okay. Now, let's not forget what I told you, and that is that hold on. Where are we? Right here. That look at the price of helium again. Okay? Look at that price. All right, moving on. Going up. Oh, yep. Danye. All right? Okay. So let's go up. Let's go up. Smaller devices, being able to build other devices. I put it right into the tribe, but things are piecing together now for me. Being able to mass produce things like with graphene, new concrete, new building material, 3D printing. We talked about 3D printings coming. There's no jobs there, right? Because we're talking about that. Cardano and Ethereum. These new programming languages means a new network is coming, right? New programming, new exchanges. Cardano, how much millions of transactions per second. We're talking, and look what they call it. Right? Okay, so these things are also touching my spirit. JP Morgan, billionaire critic, buying, all these people buying 73,000. I'm looking at the infrastructure coming in place. I'm still looking at infrastructure now. I'm looking at hardware. I'm not looking at cryptocurrencies. When I'm talking and putting all this stuff out, I'm not looking at it as like, I want to buy these coins. I'm looking at the underlying infrastructure being laid out because I understand this is a blockchain. I understand that. So let me just, I'm going to make my money on it because I need to be out of the way, right? If I need to go someplace else, I need to be able to make it passively, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing just in case, this blockchain starts locking down blocks. Coinbase. I'm looking for a chip. Because I started getting into this whole AI thing. I'm looking to see if it's here. And I may not have talked about it here. And the only reason I'm doing this real fast is because I just want to see if I did talk about it. And if I didn't, that's fine. There yet. Or did I do it in Computer Zone? Hold on. There. Yeah, I didn't put it there. There it is in Computer Zone. You're going to be able to make your own CPU soon, right? So when you can program your own, the reason why Bitcoin is so big right now is that in China, you have something called ASIC miners, right? Control T. And the, I want to say 8 miner calculator. Yeah, I want to say calculator. ASIC miner value. There we go. So profitability, right? So these companies are built on a thing called ASIC, which I'm not even going to try to pretend to remember what the hell that is. ASIC definition, right? Right? Application specific integrated circuit. Okay, there. Thank you. All right. So what you're looking at here are a bunch of machines. So now when I put the word ASIC miner, right? I want you to see the images, right, of this, okay? I want you to see mining rigs like this, right? I want you to see, okay, ASIC miner facility. All right, okay, I'm working with it. I'm working with you, Spirit. Bong, all right, thank you. In the rafters, everywhere. Okay, I am going to get an idea of industrialization. This is miners, right? Okay, now let's also remember that we have things called servers, right? Servers. This is the first server farms. Hosting, right? Hosting. So we want to deal with images of the hosting farms for servers, right? So this is where the internet lives. The first layer of the internet lives in boxes centralized. These small little pods, far away from you typically, right? You've got wherever Google is, their headquarters, their buildings, they put these things in there and they are typically away from you. Data. We now know that they have another thing they're working on because, of course, data, they need it to be infinite. We've got DNA hard drives, right? I'm getting to the whole what's about to happen. Just work with me, right? So right now, let's go to news on this. And I'm looking for DNA storage. All right, so DNA storage. Okay, computing DNA, the ultimate data storage solution. Global DNA storage markets, and technologies reports. So DNA storage won't replace tape anytime soon. They're letting you know what's coming. Graphene, data storage, graphene. Oh, y'all don't want me to stream today. I know. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to keep going. Graphene storage. Can graphene store data? Graphene in the energy storage device. So we can store energy with graphene. Okay, so we can store energy with graphene. All right, that's coming. So we can store energy in the sidewalks and the roads that they put down. So any place in the world will be able to store energy. So even the building materials of your home soon will be a storage facility. Right. Then we're going to hook computers into the walls, right? And that will measure how much storage your home actually physically stores on the grid because we're wasting too much energy, right? So that's a brand new industry and business. There you go. You're welcome. Now let's move on because that's not where we're heading to. I just want to be able to just throw out stuff for you just in case you can't see that when I say I see and hold on. Y'all really trying not to stream right now? Hold on. Let me make sure that this is moving. I'm going to change the screen up. I'm going to make sure that these screens are moving around. Make sure, instead of shout out, let me make sure that this thing is streaming because I'm getting an error on my side. And I want to make sure it's streaming. Before I go any further. Oh, now the connection want to come back? Somebody say something. Oh, now I'm seeing the screen is changing on my end. Now I see. Okay, I see it. I think it was freezing, right? Let's make sure that this is running. Can you hear me? All right, good. Thank you. All right. So before they tried to, I'm gonna slow down moving my mouse and everything. Maybe that is a problem. So let me not do that. Graphene, right? Graphene can store data. Not only can graphene store data, as you can see right here, graphene can store energy. So what we're looking at is that your home, why is my screen not changing when I have it over here? Hold on. Okay, I see it now. Just making sure that it's not freezing on me. So what we can see now is graphene is storing your data. It is able to store our energy. So now your home potentially can have a device be able to read from those devices, right? So let's say your bong bong bong. If you're able to get your own CPU with your own wrist chip, you're able to start making your own. Jump to the present. You're able to start making your own devices, right? Your own hardware. And then, let's see, graphene with data storage. Can it store data? New graphene-based material could increase recording density of data storage. Okay, so not only can graphene store data, it can store energy. And if you remember that I put in the Discord, again, I'm dumping my brain in here, that as we're scrolling up, one of the things that had caught my attention was this concrete slab, this graphene. Right? So why am I getting like this? Why am I talking about this? It's because we're about to be blanketed in, as you can see, all of these servers. This is your first internet, right? Then I showed you, this is ASIC miners. This is the blockchain, right? This is the hardware stuff. Well, what happens when this warehouse like this is everywhere looking like, where is HNT new? HNT. Oh wait, we'll do it from here. I want to actually see how to do it from the site. When you're in CoinGecko, I showed you where to go to get it from Helium. Click on Helium. Let's open it in another window. That's the website. We'll go to the website here. People-powered networks. I want you to understand the internet is nothing more than this. This is what when I was coming up, this is what we considered what network engineers, network managers. This is what network managers manage. You manage servers for corporations in their buildings. Amazon took all that away. All these cloud providers, Google took all of that away. Right? So understand, when I thank MG again, man, for words connect, because I kept hearing network, and then because I was researching, let me slide this down here because I want to have it in the relationship of networks. And this is graphene, again, computing, data storage, DNA, data storage, graphene, data storage. So we're talking about storing on a molecular level and being able to have people put these devices up to mine frequencies of air. And then I saw this in somebody's podcast and it hit me and I was like, whoa, wait, a 5G network. And look at this small little device. 5G is coming. Partnering with FreedomFi, Helium is excited to announce its second wireless network, because it already has the one that we're doing here for the wireless network, right? Using Wi-Fi signal. So they're using the blanket Wi-Fi 5G network, because you got 5G on your Wi-Fis now. So they're using the Wi-Fi 5G and they're piggybacking across, right? And they're doing that there. Then you've got the 5G from the satellite, right? Quote unquote, air quotes, satellite, 5G. That's going to be out here. Now, I again want to take you to look at these images one more time and understand these are going to be in neighborhoods. A whole house is going to turn into this. Somebody buys a box and it'll make more money having nobody in it than having people in it. I'm telling you, I know it. Because what does the first thing on their site say? The immediate first thing. People-powered networks. You are going to run the network. Why am I going to do that? Because look at how much you'll make. So that got me to thinking. I saw in somebody's video, they had this thing called the Explorer. What you do is go inside this Explorer, and then you can look and see how much hashing, and then you can click on the map and open it up in the full screen. Now, look at the United States. Look at these continents. When this starts, look what's happening here already. I want to start zooming in, right? I want you to look at states like Texas. And I want you to ask yourself, right? How many people are already there? And you may or may not even know anything about it. Whether we want to understand what's happening or not is that people are now, when I first got started into the internet, I was here at AOL, which I missed CompuServe, right? Where people were signing on with CompuServe first, then AOL came out of the blue by giving out free floppy disks. And then you got like a free X amount of time. I don't know if it was a month or 45 days or 90 days, whatever the hell. Gave you this ridiculous amount of time, but by the time it was done, you were giving up your credit card information, or you were buying that card at some store to top up on your internet time. You are going to find a way to get to your internet, right? That's when I realized that it also has an addictive property. But I was storing so much data in my head and seeing so much business heading through the wave, and I rode into business. I was able to get jobs. And then as I saw automation, as I talk in my videos, I show you how I'm about to even do more videos on automation so I can start teaching y'all how I automate and how I'm about to automate so that you can do exactly what I'm doing. The reason why I'm doing these talks at all is I want to dump what's in my head out, number one. And number two, I want you to see this. Because one, yes, there's going to be money to be made, but the thing is that you got to be able to say, do I need to potentially understand my health concerns? Right? So why I say that is, what is the health risk of 5G? We have no reason to believe 5G is safe, right? 2019. And what I like to do is I kind of just like to look at the images and let them tell me things, because that's what the AI does. So then look, what do we see on its ability to deal with the waters, right? They show these, but then they're really showing more about small devices. You see, wait. See how it's just saying things. It's just saying things. But they're showing you this. 15 minutes on a cell phone, the radiation before cell phone use, and that radiation being on your skin because you hold it to your face. And then what tumors, right? Right, tumors from phones. Like, we just need to deal with that, right? Then we also got to deal with, I don't like dealing with the Bobo scare tactics. I want to deal with, how do we deal with herbal, HERB, herbal radiation detox, right? Y'all know I can't spell. Don't judge me. Right? So then it'll be like trying to figure out that, starting to deal with that. Top 3 foods for detoxing. Like, I think that we need to start really in the tribe sharing how to deal with the fact that do you think people are going to make, if you think Bitcoin, all right? If you think Bitcoin, this, all right, Bitcoin, over here, there you go, right next to it, bow, Bitcoin, right? These servers, racks upon racks, we know this is what the current internet looks like. We know we're leaving that alone. We're piggybacking off of this old system because there's no more room for that. They need to spread it out. It needs to be decentralized. They use the next blockchain technology, this, to start putting it in homes, dorm rooms, right? It starts spreading out that way. But that's still hardware. We have now frequency. We now have homes. We have to decentralize further to get more storage out, right? The People Network will do that. If I'm able to start spreading these things. So now, what did they say about New York internet $20 thing? I know I spelled something wrong. I didn't? What? Get it, yeah. New York requires ISPs to offer $15 broadband access. Okay, they're bulking at this and balking at this. What do we know about technology? Technology doesn't care how you feel about it. Somebody's like, oh, I can use this thing, this network, and offer cheaper internet, offering it from these little mini devices. I'm going to have to open up that window again because that thing takes it away. So let me open this up and drag it over here, right? These little devices, HNT, wireless economy, right? That's what they're talking about, the new wireless economy. The People's Network creates an entirely new wireless economy that flips the traditional telecom model of building wireless infrastructure on its head. What is it called? Disruption. That's the nice way of destruction in the industry of tech. It's disrupting them. They're balking, right? So one industry says, no, we're not going to do it. Another industry says, well, we have a way to make money with it. We'll do it. So you don't think a person's going to put another shell on top of that says we are a decentralized wireless system that offers you a way to make money and da-da-da-da? So, and to Danye's point, hold on, Amazon is working on a mesh network. Yes. They want to give up your internet for free. Oh, no, I forgot. Amazon pilfers your stuff. So let me put mesh network first. That's the deal them and Google got on the back end. Mesh network, Amazon. Right? But you saw those little things, right? But you saw the same things. But it's in the news. We're not going to play their games. Set to launch Sidewalk Mesh Network. What they're going to do is broadcast your internet so their little quote-unquote roaming devices can travel along your sidewalk and make deliveries. So their robots can get to you. Their robots need an internet access point into your network. So by you buying these devices, you're basically giving them a pathway, but you already were. Yep, sidewalk. There it is. Sidewalk mesh. Right? So so you see hardware, small device, put something in it, program it, and then piggyback off and create a new economy. Amazon is the leader of stealing open source software, right? I will let you know this is, I know we're reconnected. I got you. Give it a second. I got to wait for the system to lag back in. Right now it's lagging out on my end. Okay, here we go. Andy over here trying to make him feel from Scarsdale. New York, has been in charge of AWS, Amazon's web services, right? So this guy headed up taking over every single corporation and putting their tech people out of business, AWS. Because now, if you go to AWS Light Sale, just so I can show you just how crazy they're destroying this industry. Basically, you get a $5 dedicated server. You can go down to $3.50 to get something just up and running to play around with. Till you start building, you can scale up your application easier. I'm actually getting up to this zone now. Right? So Andy here, welcome new person. Andy here is in charge of AWS. He is now scaling up their web services and their solutions in AWS, their products, what they offer. This is just one small piece of all the things that Amazon has to offer from AWS. We're talking about servers, computers, game tech. You can spin up your own game services, network. You can have blockchain technology on the back end. And they stole all of this from open source software. All right? So we have to understand that not only is their mesh network coming, we're dealing with the one that is usurping, the guys that don't want to offer $15 for an ISP. So HNT is already in neighborhoods. And like I told you, when you go here, click on Explorer, click on that map, and you'll get this map that shows up. And I just zoomed into Texas. Like if I just go to Florida, let's just go to Miami. Like, look at the cluster of radiation that's starting to build out. And the more of these that show up, like one of those by itself don't make money. But as these other things start coming online, red means they're offline. As these other things come online, more and more of these are going to start coming out. Now, how do I know that's happening? Right now, let's go HNT, right? And put device, right? And then you just kind of see hotspot miner, helium. The great thing I like, the best way to get the best perspective, I use visual search more now than I do, so HNT miner, right? And when you do that, now all of a sudden, Vosk, I follow him. I look at a lot of his stuff. Bobcat miner, right? So now I got a name, Bobcat miner. So now open up a new tab. Let's go to eBay. And let's go to helium miner. Let's just try that by itself. Okay. Now you can see that same Bobcat miner, if I just wanted to flip it, right? Rack helium miner. So now I got some new names, right? Look at the prices. Rack miner. So now I can go open up a new tab and go RAKMINER, Rack miner, and I find this company, Hotspot, right? That's how I do my research. I'm showing you my research in real time. Like how I would go about doing this. Rack hotspot miner, shipping update. So now so now for those of you that are in the stock business, right? So let me go back over here to our Discord and let me jump back down to the end. Verb, right? The guys that are on the stock exchange. This is a hustle when one of my friends used to work at a decent boiler room back in the 2000s. He told me how he was able to figure out which fashion brands he was going to trade in or like on the private market, and how he made his money for a new thing called a private hedge fund, right? He would hedge his bets on specific niche items, and then he had a little small amount of money that he was given money by the firm, and then he would just manage it by buying these smaller ticker items, these, and or he'll go into a company and say, yo, I want to buy shares. I'll invest, right? And I'll give you capital. I see what you're doing. What he would do is he would go into Dr. J's. He would go into all the places all over New York, go into Chicago. He'll look in the bootleg places in the neighborhoods. Those bootleg shops in like up in the Bronx or in Brooklyn, or even if you go like to in Jacksonville, North Carolina, right? By the college campuses, there's always those hip hop clothing stores, right? So he would go into he would just travel. He would travel with a group, like a band or something like that, with like the money he was making in the stock industry, hang out with like rappers and stuff like that, see the clothes that they were wearing, and then he would go into the shops and see who was bootlegging the clothes that the rappers were wearing. And then he would buy into those investments for the portfolio. Now, why I'm talking about stock? Why am I talking about that? I do the same kind of ideal, and I see who's sold out. And on a reseller's market, how much is the reselling of the hardware going for? I already showed you how much I paid for the miner. It's $400. So you're seeing Bobcat 3, really? 16 people are watching it, right? Look what they're showing you. Hey, let me rent some space outside your home for that pole you have. Can I throw something on that pole and pay you money? Would you mind if I piggybacked off of your internet and gave you a device, and I will give you money for letting me keep this thing on the pole in front of your house or in the backyard of your home? I'm just going to put this charging station out here, and or if you can put this right in your window and plug it into your wall, and let's just type your stuff in and piggyback, off your... Do you have a guest access to your internet? Oh, well, let me hook up a mesh network here, and then if you want to expand this to talk to your friends, and if they want it, we'll give you a commission. Spreading internet at $15 for New York. We talked about New York, right? The article was talking about New York's balking at giving $15 internet. Well, now your constituency is already blanketed all of Manhattan already. They don't even need you, bruh. Y'all just don't know it yet. And there's still room for growth. Right? This is New York. The place that they don't want to do that, where is it? New York. There it is. I see NY. Is requiring ISPs to offer $15 broadband access. Signs legislation establishing first in... Hold on, I want to know what this is because it's on the governor's website. So let's hear how they're touting the horns for this new revolution. Governor Cuomo signs legislation establishing first in the nation. New York needs to be first. Liberty, that's standing on top of that Star Fort. Program to provide affordable internet to low-income families. Hey, guys, in your low-income neighborhood, we want to make sure you get internet for $15. How are we going to make that happen? Well, we got a new wireless economy that's coming, and, well, it's powered by the people. The people will pay for their own radiation. Get your box today. We don't think that's coming. That's why I am now thinking about, they're already trying to store DNA storage. We already have graphene that can store density data storage, 10 times more data, right? And this is dry storage, so it's not like, spinning wheels and spinning hard drives that can delete data. Look at what 5G does to our face, right? For prolonged exposure, prolonged exposure, people powered network, to get that guap. So, do we think we're going to get expansion of this network, yay or nay? Do we think that we're going to have to deal with radiation, yay or nay? Do we think we can psychologically just kumbaya our way around this one? I'll wait. I'm a strategy officer. I got to deal with my health, because if I'm not good mentally, okay, whoa, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? 5G effects on memory. The surge of mobile traffic ushered by 5G will have a significant impact on the demand for memory. No. We need to go mental. I understand your game, but we're going to change that. There we go. The effect of palindrosis. Oh, you took me right to medical documentation. My Google knows me. Photoelectric memory effect. Experimental analysis. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole. I understand this. I see what you're trying to do for me, and I appreciate. Brain tumors. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? Let's look at images. You know that I like the vision of AI. This is like the memory. This is like the kind of like the little touches of what cognitive information comes out of it, right? Because you're getting the results. How mobile phones radiation affects, are there health hazards, 5G's health worried, what price do we pay for the internet? That's interesting. Internet of all things. There we go. All right. Wait. I see where you're taking me. The Internet of all things. All right. Internet of things, right? Things on internet that make money, things. These are things. Got you. Internet of things. What price do we pay for it? There's medical issues, electromagnetic radiation, and potential public health issues from the rollout of, got you, symptoms of EMR exposure. All right, EMR. Insomnia. Oh, okay, let's see. Headaches, eye pains, rapid or irregular heart rate, depression, fatigue, lack of concentration. Are you having concentration issues, y'all? I've been slowly but surely having to deal with that, and having to deal with that because of I have a touch of autism, right? It's just been the way it is. And I understand that now. And I've been working with my diet because I know it's diet related. And I've been dealing with that. It's it's weirdo, to realize you've got some mental cognitive issues. But I also been working with computers a long time, and it could have been affecting me as well. Like, I've been in Wi-Fi for how long? How much effects of Wi-Fi could have added, enhanced, or negatively enhanced my cognitive ability, right? Or could I now just think like more of a machine, like my friends tell me, because I pretty much am almost like a machine now. So I know for me, it's been a lot of irritability and stress, not poor memory, some lack of concentration, but that's been more, I've been seeing zeros, I've been seeing cash flow, I've been seeing ones and zeros, I've been seeing data. And I've been being led down the path that I have to worry about how data is being stored, the long-term retention of data, and the fact that the internet doesn't delete anything anymore. And if radiation can capture motion, can AI see with Wi-Fi? Can it see visible? No. I know what it is. LiDAR. Right? Yeah. Yeah, LIDAR. Right. The digital pulse signal that all the electric cars send out to map its universe. You know, 3D representations of you floating in digital space being stored underneath your very feet. Graphene, it stores energy, right? When they're laying the buildings in the soil in graphene. Let's see. Graphene in 3D printing. Is that happening? Hold on. 3D printing. Construction. No scholarly stuff, please. No. Let's not play there. The GlowCal experience posting up so this is a post. So now you're gonna show me this 3D printed house in the Middle East. Fast drying concrete can be Okay, how the first graphene enhanced concrete was developed. 3D printing. Okay. Study shows how to make. Okay. 3D printing, manufacturing. We're going to manufacture. So all 3D printing will be able to print graphene, not just housing. Key driver emerging graphene markets. Okay, hold on. So, stock people. One of my mentors always told me was that if you want to invest in a stock, invest in the company. If you already know that graphene is going to be richest man in Babylon alert. If you've read The Richest Man in Babylon, read the story about how the king needed his gold for his door and how they handled that as investors. They knew that the king needed gold. And what they did was they went out and bought gold in bulk, knowing that the king would need it. And even if he didn't need it for his doors and everything else, they would also be able to make money just from the sale of it anyway. Even if the king didn't need it, but they could sell it at a premium because it would be as a necessity. And they took all of the work to get it there, so they took on the risk of the caravan. Navigators of the sea and the sand. Well, the sea and the sand, the reason why I put the image that I put up, and let me grab that image real fast. Toxic thought. The toxic thought is this thought. Data is the new oil. Planning for a crypto winter. I am serious about that. But I'm also realizing the health effects for some of this benefit we're getting as this spreads out. So, also, are there other networks, healthier alternatives to what's rolling out that can be made to create a healthier alternative to the solution that's being provided? Can it be provided? Can it piggyback off that infrastructure? I don't want to just deal with fear. I also got to deal with the fact that there's also an opportunity to usurp the issue. Always make money off people's garbage. So I'm looking at the plastic problem, right? How do we recycle plastic? What do we do with it? Because it's already here. We can't get rid of it, and we're burying ourselves in it, and it's destroying. We got to deal with the trash. It's a damn. I'm tired. I hate this place. I hate that I have to play cleanup all the fucking time. My people always got to play cleanup. And look at what we got to deal with. Look what the two nations, the two families have decided. And we're worried about nuclear war. We already have the radiation fallout. 5G is microwaves. 5G, microwaves. Wave, microwaves. The 5G, the microwave. What type of radio is it? And are microwaves. Low radiation accumulation. Radiation accumulation, right? Let's deal with that. Radiation accumulation effect. I got nursing and doctors in my family. I don't know if it's effect or effect. It is effect. I thought so. Cumulative. There we go. Cumulative radiation exposure from imaging scans. Right? Cumulative radiation exposure and your patient. Radiation risk from medical imaging. Just a little bit of dosage. We're talking about just from you getting some imaging. They worried about microwaves. Bruh. If you're not looking at this map, again, I tell you, go to helium.com. That is where this is the stake it, mine it, use it, right? It's a thing. It is a functional, earnable cryptocurrency. This is the next layer type thing. This is functional Bitcoin. Functional Bitcoin. This is the functional technology. Just when I say that the technology, no. This is not hypothetical anymore. That was last year for me. I'm looking for practicality. Can I build a business on top of free internet? Can I build applications on top of infinite data storage? When storage gets so cheap, because it's everywhere, in every home, graphene stores energy. Can I now get, Elon Musk solar tiles and put them on a roof and create a business by networking and partnering with a bunch of, guys that happen to be on roofs, like, construction companies, roof repair people, right? Get training with them, offer a partnership with the CEO. And store energy. Start looking at retrofitting homes by repurposing them, right? Or building new infrastructure with technology that allows for data storage in the future. I mean, it's coming. We have to deal with the effects like we've always had to deal. It doesn't matter how we feel about it. Even if we stop doing it, we don't do it right now, is it going to come up around us anyway? Ask the people in the jungle that got towers for 5G now. Africa, Cardano, school, right? Big news that just came out. Cardano, Africa. Yeah. Prepare for ADA. Summer approaches. Cardano, blockchain empowered Africa. Let's get a network effect through Africa, right? Yeah. Cardano. I'm highly invested in this one. Can Helium work on Cardano? HNTCARDANO. What network does Helium use? Oh, whoa, there we go. This is on the fly. This is Words Connect. And a lot of this is coming from Discord. Again, a lot of my connection points right now are coming from things that I put in Discord as just random pops. Like, this is AI. that's another thing. AI is getting ready to come on the Cardano network. It's already there. Sorry, it's already in. Okay, we're gonna have internet going into Africa. All right, let me stop moving the mouse before this thing tries to mess up on me again. Cardano joins the Ethiopian ministry, and Helium wants to build a worldwide Internet of Things network. Okay, so in Africa, will we see lights turn on? Clink, clink, clink. And right on the outskirts, there's a light. And right around them is all these little lights. And they're starting to get these lights turning on here. They're popping up. They may not be stable. Do you think Africa's gonna look like this? Do you remember? Hold on. Oh man, Akon. Aren't you building a crypto city? Aren't you building a crypto city, Akon? Does it now sound crazy? Was he in head of something? Why was he building? Was it? Wait. Were you getting into energy too, Akon? Didn't I see that you were in energy? Was that with Tesla? Akon, big brother, tariffs, solar energy. The future of energy according to Elon Musk and Akon solar inspiration, lighting Africa's roots. He wants to light them up from the root. From the root. Got it. Thank you, MG the Future, for Words Connect, for me seeing how a Sagittarian brain can actually pick through some of these data sets. I just do it in business now. So I thank you, man. I can't thank you enough for this shit. I would have never been doing things like this. Education. Using the education to irradiate from the root. You're still my kinfolk. Even though some of y'all act like skinfolk. So when we're dealing with graphene, if you're looking at a stock perspective, because I don't want to just give, I want to give you business. I don't just talk about crypto. I talk about life, business, and how it affects my soul and my spirit, because I have to work through it. And this is what I'm doing with these videos, is I'm working through it and you can hear it, rather than it just be me, because at this point, I don't know what else to do to get businesses ready. I don't know how to get you prepared other than what I'm doing for myself. And I figure that's why I record these, because you get to see in real time how I'm strategically preparing for the infrastructure that's coming in. So I'm going to be looking at graphene companies. Who's going to be the supplier of graphene? How many places are we going to be looking at? Conductive links, adhesives, supercapacitors. So that's going to be electronics, computers, silicon, batteries, right? Oh, okay, yep, storage. We knew storage, right? Ion, L-ion. So we're talking about the whole, that's laptops, mobile devices, smaller remote devices, right? So if I can get energy stations in front of homes, like turn homes into energy stations, storing it with these graphene storage capacity devices, what companies are making those, right? And then I'm going to be trying to invest in those, or looking if they're on the blockchain already, and seeing if I can find blockchain companies that are doing it, because it makes more sense for it to be on the blockchain network. So I'm looking for battery companies, right? So hold on. We're thinking our business model and our strategy out in real time, and we don't play like we're doing opinions. This is executionable by the tribe, right? We do tribal thoughts out here. Toxic tribal thoughts, right? So notes. We know that we have a 5G rollout, right? Ooh, rollout. 5G rollout. We know Helium is on that, and that's going to be global rollout. let me say global, right? We got a 5G global rollout, HELIUM is going to be that, and that's going to be HNT, right? We know that they're working with Cardano, right? And that's ADA. We also know that we are potentially looking for, we know graphene, right? So let me just put this down. This is going to be the decentralized stuff. So this is going to be decentralized. Vision, right? We need a vision of some decentralization. Businesses, industries that we're going to be looking to see where the blockchain actually is business accessible for us, right? So decentralized vision, we got a 5G rollout with Helium. We've got Cardano for infrastructure. And we know, based off of what they have said, I'm not going to do scrolling back and forth. I can just do it from pulling up news. Let's pull up to Cardano. Million. Right? Million transactions. TPS. Transactions per second. Oh, you're just going to make it TRANSACT. Transactions. You're going to be an a-hole. Wow. There we go. 5 things you didn't know. And you're still not going to give it to me. See, they just don't want us to be great today. And I have to scroll, and I'm trying not to do that. So let me go back up just so we know that it was already put out for us. Polygon, we need to know for Ethereum. Cardano, they're hiring for a rollout. You see, like the construction. They're hiring Ethereum, Polygon, because they're trying to attack Cardano. 1 million transactions per second. There we go. Oh, no. Damn. Sorry. That wasn't that. That was the news article, but I didn't post that. All right, let's go up. Cardano, millionaire, marathon, I just gotta show it. I know ADD. Give me a second. Here we go. I see it coming. It's in my head. It's coming. Here we go. Yep. Converter for Ethereum. So Ethereum applications coming to Cardano. And oh, you're going to be that today, aren't you? Because I can see it in my head, but now I can't see it. All right, for some reason I can't find it. Cardano. How about I make my life easy? Right? So this way I'm not Coinbase inflows. Billions, not millions. Yeah, he wants billions, not millions. And he's got a converter. Proof of stake. 12%. I think that was the one. I actually think that was it. I think that was him doing the launch of the billions, not millions he was looking for. I believe in here is the transactions. Okay. Targeting billions, not millions of users. Right? So they're already trying to target billions of users on this network, doing millions of transactions per second, which I have it. I'll have to find it again. But my basic understanding is I'm looking at what else we've got to deal with as far as what we can invest in. Also, look at this. Hold on. Check this out. Y'all catch this? RFID antennas are going to be made with graphene. filtration, which you drink. So that's good. You can use graphene to actually filter bad water at a micronic level. Maybe we need to look at that, right? There's opportunities if we can 3D print filters, large filtration systems, right? Tires, so repurposing other things into other things, especially if we're not going to be dealing with air-filled tires anymore. Like, that's dumb as dumb. Why aren't we going to think about air-filled tires? Sneakers are getting 3D printed. 3D print sneaker sole. Right? Images. We don't need to put air in stuff anymore. We can 3D print our own products. Right? I need to stop saying right. But I mean, I'm just, it's me questioning, like, it's not just me, right? I know I say right a lot, like, but I'm saying it like, damn, it's not just me, right? I got a soul here. I can 3D print with other types of material. I can start to make my own businesses. Kanye status, right? It's just, how do I now get that material stuff to match out with this material stuff? Like, that's going to be interesting to kind of figure out how we can begin to get into a new type of business. Regardless of, I mean, like I said, I know I'm talking about 5G and how 5G is going to irradiate, and we need to deal with the fact that that's coming regardless. I can't really, helium is $15. Helium's $15. What am I gonna do? Right? I already know what they want, and they keep showing this book and this movie. It is our life. It's called Doom. They even got the girl from Spider-Man in this one. You know how they do. Desolate, dry, arid place searching for water. So we got to already figure out, like, we got to deal with the ocean, right? I find every damn problem and I say, okay, we have technology that we can now have robots print things, right? And we have GitHub and all these places like GitHub, 3D printing code. I don't know. I'm just shooting off my head. 3D printing a curated list. 3D printer brands, CAD tools, slicers, scanners. So then I guess there's printer brands. So there's like this whole thing to like get you into this whole maker community, right? Like even here, maker, you see this maker. That's a thing. As used to be hacker. Hackers were makers. Hacker was somebody that hacked together computer parts. Hacker, 19, let's say 80. What was a hacker in 1980? Images. That was a hacker. He built his own computer. Hacker 1970, right? In the 1970s. Let's go a little bit older. Hackers were just building these crazy little devices. Again, Pirates of Silicon Valley. Watch the damn thing. It's free on the archive. The link is in the damn in the group. You saw how I did search. Just search the cache lane. I put it in there already. Watch it. They're literally telling you how little devices led to a whole industry. That's the reason why I put the video out, the movie out. I was like, yo, watch Pirates of Silicon Valley because you will understand what blockchain is. Because you will see how the internet was built off of the backs of machines that got called servers. What was a desktop just got a bigger board and became a server to host computer files for an office building that wanted to start storing data. Do we not see the same damn business is getting ready to happen all over again? Except this time you're in charge of it. This is internet service that you get $14 damn, $15 over the US dollar. Don't care how we feel about it, it's coming. That's 5G. So start thinking about how you heal from radiation. How you mentally ride through this stuff. Because do you think you've got one safe place on this planet if they're already starting to light this place up? These are your only safe spots. Right? You got to be like all the way out in Eureka. There was a TV show about that, right? Battle Mountain, Minimuka, Imlay, Lovelock, right? Where there's no service right now. You got to find patches. Like, if you're in New York, man. Am I in the right place? Hold on. Let me zoom out real fast. Let me zoom back in because I have to look at it from the top down again. Yeah, right out here. Right? Then zoom out here. Right? And it's basically Eastport. These beaches ain't having. You think these beaches are not going to have this soon? That these places can all make money in a recession or anything if people just driving down the road want some internet? Charging for signal? It's already showing up. And if we want proof of coastline, look at the coastline. Yeah, it's in these deep pockets. Yes, it's in these deep pockets. But look at, if you go to Florida, if you decide you want to hang out where? What's this? Where is this? Oh, Miami, right? So as you're walking through the streets of Miami, look around and realize you're being irradiated down the strip. So it doesn't matter where you go, right? Oh, I want to go to I'm going to Fort Myers, right? That's the military bases. So we're already lighting up military. Oh, really? Or maybe just hold on. There, I want to see something. I want to see something. Let's hold on. Fayetteville, North Carolina, Myrtle Beach, McCormick, Charlotte, Fayetteville. That's Atlanta. Hold on. Just looking at something. Allentown. Richmond, Virginia. Jacksonville. Yep, is a military town. Ba-doop. You don't think that it's going to start lighting them up? Line them up? Fayetteville. Myrtle Beach. Yeah, okay. So now you see what I'm talking about. These are all of these boxes coming online. All of them that are coming online. So I just wanted to at least get that portion of my day out of the way. Okay? Just to let you know that there's a roadmap. You can look at it. Core coverage, validators, proof of coverage, blockchain, purpose-built Helium blockchain. It's about purpose. Microtransactions, packet routing. Those are all things like network. Those are all things that are a regular internet needs. So it acts like a network. Because it is a network. It's a network of machines. We just got to understand what network means. And as you can see, everybody's teaching everybody how to get on this bandwagon. Everybody's teaching everybody how to do it. You don't think this is going to expand? Hold on. Let me show you. This is how I do research on a cryptocurrency. And I see how well it does. See, there's a thing called filters, right? Most people don't even look at this stuff. What I do is I'll just look in the last year. And I'll just see, just scroll and see how many, how long is it? And how many views are we looking at, right? So I see that's a decent amount. All right, I don't want to scroll further. Let's just go this month. Okay, I got one page. All right, I got 2 pages. All right, I'm not going any further. That's just the month. Let's go with this week. Scroll. That's 1 page. That's 2 pages. That's 3 pages. I'm not going any further. That's just, gosh, sheesh. All right. That's this week. Let's go today. This is an experiment I'm doing now. All right, good Lord, thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 videos today alone for this one thing. Do you see what I mean? Now, let's also do Google Trends. This is also how we take a look at how a crypto is doing. HNT Google Trend. I'm gonna see if it's gonna automatically. Oh wow, I spelled Google. All types of crazy. Hot searches, Google Trends, visual trends. All right. Daggone it. What are you taking me? I didn't ask for none of that. Trendsgoogle.com. No, I don't want that. Just give me trends. Thank you. Now I want to do HNT. Let's just do that, right? Search for the helium. And we see search traffic. This is interest over time. So as we've gone, there's been a spike. There's a little bit of a drop off and it's been kind of dropping off. The interest in it has kind of waned for now. HMT prices, the breakout stuff. So people are looking about that. But now the reason why it's kind of tipped off is because people are getting their miners now. There was a time when you couldn't find any miners and people were hunting for them. All right, Donnie, holla at you, man. Right? So you have these helium miners. So we already know that this is a big, that, and look at the same places. Look at where the places that are talking about or searching for it the most. New York, Jersey. I know that's Jersey right there. 77 interest, 100% in Pennsylvania. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's play that game. Pennsylvania, right? Allentown. What? Wait. Ha. All right. So Pennsylvania. Yeah. And surrounding regions. That now makes some sense. Let me close out some of these windows because we get the point of all this other stuff. Give me a second. Just closing out some windows. Words Connect got seizures, mold toxicity, infertility, uncontrolled diabetes, autism, behavioral issues, chronic insomnia, Lyme disease. Definitely got to look at that. And then LiDAR, being able to digitally map the world. LiDAR is on our phones now, right? Because we're doing that for 3 days. So LiDAR on phones. I think that's on phones. I know they're doing something with... I know I've been seeing... Not LiDAR. There was a video with getting 3D. Let me go to YouTube real fast. YouTube, and I believe I can kind of remember it was phones, 3D objects. Scanning from your phone, scan objects from using your phone. I forgot what that is actually called, what technology they're using. Phone lasers. 3D scanning for free. So scanning your objects, 3D modeling. You just scan yourself and you can get your models, see? So you could scan objects yourself, even with your phone, do a 3D scan and put it on a little spinning wheel or whatever that's called. I can't remember the name of it. Yep. So like think about that. Like anything that's physical, you should be able to scan that. You could scan cases, you could scan objects in real world, like textures, 3D objects, real world, right? I always look for how do you make money digitally besides the normal means of making money. What do people need? Low res 3D objects? Could you scan the world and get these objects into marketplaces and people could have like stuff on their shelves and or artwork or even like in-world 3D models, right? This guy's scanning the inside of a house to create an internal scan. You could 3D model and 3D design in real world areas, real world situations. Yeah. And if this becomes decentralized as a network, that's going to be huge. So I wanted to get this information out at least to understand that there's going to be more servers, storage capacity in neighborhoods. Homes are going to change and how they function. We're talking about smart homes. We're talking about how graphene is going to be utilized. So if you're looking at a stock play, as far as, unfortunately, you got to understand this is coming whether or not you like it or not. And it's whether or not you understand that you have an opportunity to at least, how do you pay for your health? You pay for it by understanding what's going to corrupt it and trying to find ways around it for yourself, right? So again, being able to look up and see that these are all the miners for Bitcoin, and this is how they sell, and this is the hash rates. There's going to be devices that come out that do specifically, like these types of websites are going to be for all types of mining devices, right? And then what type of mining? So there's like all types of mining. Let me see. Helium mining calculator. Calculators seem as a search term seems to get you sometimes websites that are offering something that you can piggyback off of, right? Profitability. And maybe you can see other devices and get names for other things. So if you throw like the word calculator in something with some type of product, service, or whatever, you'll be able to pull other names and or terms you can use. Right now, this profitability calculator, I don't really see what it's calculating for. I think they just use it for SEO. Calculate hotspot USD income. Participants earn by mining. But right now, the space is still too low. The space doesn't have a lot of the infrastructure to that like Bitcoin has, right? If you do Bitcoin mining profitability, right? You automatically start seeing like things like, okay, nice hash, right? So nice hash. This is a website. This is what I mean. We don't have anything that's showing us this stuff for the other types of mining that happen. And part of planning for crypto winter is that. How do you plan for the long term when blockchain goes cold? What are you doing? And there's right now no other, and I'm going to go over to right now, there's no other way to really deal with this than getting into becoming part of the infrastructure, having some type of company that's basing itself through this. The spikes we see in these companies are the ones that survive this. Right? The companies that survived the last run up and crash are the ones we see now. Those are the ones that everybody's talking about. The coins are shooting through whatever because they were here in 2017, 2014, 2016, 2018. Right in this zone when the things were going down, they survived this. And they are now here for that. There's exchanges that I used to use that are no longer of value to me. I moved my money off of them already. They were great last season, but now this season, they haven't aged well. And I'm moving my product elsewhere to go to other exchanges. I have the links of the exchange that I use for the robots in the description below. Those are the exchanges I recommend. If you're going to get in here, again, not financial advice, because you know we got to say that dumb, yeah. But it's the truth. I'm not offering you financial advice. I'm just offering you fiscal strategies. Right? I'm looking for the next time that this happens, the next time it runs this long, it was long the last time. How are you able to survive this run when everybody's going crazy when they see, like, when we get, this is where we are right now, right around here. When it goes to do the next run, everybody's going to lose their mind. I'm not going to be there with them. I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm actually going to be cutting I have my quote unquote forecast. You see it. I know the next run right now is 2024. That's the only thing I know. I know that the next halving is 2024, so I just left it here. I don't know when this is going to end, when this cycle ends. Potentially, it's going to be ending at the end of this year. December, January of next year is when potentially the collapse will hit. And then my price target, if we do 20x, which we have done in the past. 20x was the last time. 13,000 was where the mark was. 13,759 is where it hit. Right? That was the forecast then. Hold on, this is in my way. Let me move this over here. The last forecast, it did 35x. Right? From the last one. I didn't even know to look at the 20x because it didn't do 35x. It didn't hit it. It ran around 20 something but gave up steam because we had FUD. And it pulled it back down fast. 13 was the target. So 20% is where we should have hit to be in line for that. The next cycle, I said, let me say if we stay there, we're looking at 176. I might need to snitzel my forecast and put it at 15% just to be on a safe estimate and let this be my medium and let this be my high risk. So this way I have my exit strategy, right? Which is, hold on. I'll figure that out and I'll put it on there for the next time. I'm not going to waste time figuring out how I did the math on that one today. I'll get it in there though. So, helium. That thing seems to be growing and we know it's going to be in Africa with the growth of Cardano's rollout. So Cardano's rollout really is a 4-year play. Okay? What was the price of Ethereum its first season? What was the price of Ethereum its second season? And what was the price of Ethereum where it's at this season, which should be its third season, right? I think that's how it has to play out. So Bitcoin, we're only going to go with the last season. We'll just say that's season 1. We're in season 2, right? Because we're going second layer. So we'll go the first. Well, no, actually Ethereum was around before that. Hold on. Let's go max on the status, right? Let's go max. And it started in 2015. Okay. So 2015 through this. So it actually was in that second season of Bitcoin. First season for it was the run-up. And it had a lull. It did getting its smart contracts up. It got a little bit of a spike, right? And then we did the next upgrade, and then we shot all the way up here. And then Ethereum ended up going to right around 1,000. So we know this is season 1. It had already kind of fell through a season and was getting into Bitcoin season 2 here, right? If we go back in time and we go here, right, and we drag this out, 2012 season was the halving. That was the first season. That season, second season, is 2016 through the peak high of 2017. 2016, so they got in at the end of the last season, of the first season, got just into the second season for Bitcoin, got that spike and surge, and crapped out at the second season, just like Bitcoin did, right? Same momentum, same thing happened. So, the second season, 2016 through 2017. At the end of, so the end of 2017 is second season. Second season, where was them? 1,000. So at the beginning of first season, we're looking at $1, $2, right? 2016, right? So even then, we're looking somewhere in a $9 to $10 price point. So when you hear people say Cardano $10, Cardano $10, like I've been saying it. I kind of just get it innately because I'm basing it off Ethereum. Why you don't want Cardano to hit $10? Will ADA reach $10? $10 by 2022. 2022, what did I just tell you? What did I just finish telling you? What did I say? At the end of this cycle, which this cycle will end in December, January of this cycle, like it did here. If this spikes up, it crashes then. It'll be 2022. So here we have the news telling us $10, 2022. Or it could be 20, like Ethereum. That was the high. I say on an average of 10, excuse me, sorry. $10, $10, $10, $10. See, everybody's talking $10. All of these videos out here, tons of videos from top performers in the crypto space are talking about $10 Cardano. Where do they get that insight from? They're not forecasters. They're not spellcasters. They're just going back in time and looking at the other asset that did something similar and is doing the same thing by the guy that came from it. 2016, 2017, Ethereum was at around $4. It got up to about 2016, June, right before that happening, $12. So I say a $10 price target, right? And then when it crashed after the second cycle, that was its first cycle. This is Ethereum's second cycle. It crashed then at the 1,000 mark. So if we say this is Cardano's first cycle, $10, that's our price target. Second cycle, $1,000 price target. That's my now price target if it's doing the same thing, made on the same line, kind of doing the same. It's digital. It's doing its own thing, but it's made similar and to do similar things. So it should perform similarly. And then we always got to ride Bitcoin to make sure, because it's still controlling the water this cycle. Don't care how we feel about it. We'll see if we decouple next year or next cycle, which will be when Bitcoin's next cycle runs. But then just the start of Bitcoin having a cycle by itself again, or we need Bitcoin for the cycle to run up again and nothing else is pulling it up, or the market isn't really moving for a long time until Bitcoin comes back, then we know we're still controlled by Bitcoin. I know some of you are new to the space, and I know you don't understand kind of what I'm talking about. But we've got to understand that we're dealing with servers, we're dealing with energy. That is, at the end of the day, what we're dealing with. So right now, what I've done is I've switched my page over to look at the addresses, because I need to now kind of see what's going on with the physical addresses before I start looking at Bitcoin. But I also want to look at the energy. Okay, I see energy dipping a bit, right? That's the hash rate. How many hashes? So machines are kind of turning off for some reason. We're rounding out still, energy still going up. They're still plugged up, but some machines are turning off. So I want to be looking for news to find out if something's going on that I should know. Right now, they're still plugged up though. Fear for the cycle, we're still sitting around where we were yesterday, 20. Last week was 22. So we're still in a fear cycle. I would still be allocating and buying, or accumulating, excuse me. I'll still be accumulating, buying, and allocating to my bots so I can make good percentages, which I'll be looking at my bots in a bit with our Bitsgap bot, right? Link in the description for you to learn how to do your own Bitsgap bot so you can get your own trading going on. Robotic automated trading. Let's look here. So wallets. I'm looking at the addresses that have 10K in them, right? And we're looking up until I want to look up until hold on. June 1st. There we go. Let's look up until June 1st. And we're going to just do it. Yeah, we'll leave it just like this. All right. So if I'm looking at now June 1st, which was yesterday, I see we've consistently, from the 31st, we've dropped down. We've dropped down by 87 to 84. We lost three more people dropped off. Again, that could be moving into Ethereum and Ethereum contracts, because we have news that, again, if you hold Bitcoin, it's great. You can stake Bitcoin. You can do other things to kind of make money with Bitcoin, but holding it by itself, when things are boring, you do nothing. If you put it into Ethereum, which I'm going to look at the Ethereum's wallets as well, and I'm going to actually hold a window open to actually have Ethereum's wallets, because I'm going to be watching that and Cardano's wallets as money starts moving. So I'm looking and I see Bitcoin's wallets going down. At first, I would be thinking bear sign, right? And I've been saying that. But now, as I've been seeing news of Ethereum wallets going up and Cardano wallets going up, I'm seeing altcoin means you're moving your money out of Bitcoin into places that earn you more money. That's altcoin season. Bitcoin gets boring. Money moves to alts. Those alts have practicality. You start making money on the practicality. You use some of the money from the interest you make on that to buy back into the Bitcoin as it bounces or it stays sideways for a while. You could just be buying it, but now you're using some other money to get you free money to buy the liability you're holding for a while at a decent price. Use free money to make more of the assets you want rather than just buying on hopium and holding the one asset. So I'm going to look at Ethereum wallets just to check. Next, the 1,000 Bitcoin in the wallet has dropped down. So more wallets are moving money off of Bitcoin. We're curving out on the addresses. It's not a sharp upswing like it was doing. We're curving out, so it's slowing down on the 100 wallets. Accumulation is starting to slow. On the 10 wallets, Bitcoin is still being bought. The one wallet, one Bitcoin in the wallet, we still have accumulation going on there. 0.01, we still have accumulation there. And the lower wallets are flattening out, and we're going to probably start seeing accumulation. So, do I think that that's a good sign? Potentially. But for Bitcoin, maybe not. If I have big whales moving money out of that market, where are they moving it? What are they moving it into? So I now look at Ethereum addresses. And I now go to those 32 ETH wallets. And I see it's flattening out, right? Where they're still, now it's, the amount of people that staking are flattening out, and we may see more and more people start staking. Hey, that might be what's happening, right? We got Bitcoin, people losing or leaving Bitcoin. We have a flattening out. It was decreasing the amount of addresses that were staking 32 ETH to get their nodes up. Now we're starting to see a flattening out. We may see now that the wallets are starting to move into that. They've got to get their machines up, or they've got to get their wallet addresses up, and they got to start staking. So we're starting to see a flattening out there. Let's see if people are getting into ETH. Well, 10K ETH is starting to flatten out. We were going up. We dropped down a bit, but it's starting to stop and flatten. Let's say 1,000 ETH in their wallets going up. There we go. We do have some accumulation happening. 100 ETH in their wallet is flattening out, so we don't have a decrease. So we do see people starting to come back in. 10 ETH addresses are moving up. So we have accumulation going into ETH. 1 ETH is flattening out, but might even be still going up on a slower accumulation cycle. We now may have slow accumulation of ETH. 0.1 ETH is going up. 0.01 ETH is going up. So we've got accumulation of ETH. We've got we have a, I don't want to say de-accumulation. That doesn't seem like it's even a word. Is it hold on. Is that even a word? Is that even a word? De-accumulation? No, it is not a word. That is some getting hooked on phonics made for me. You know, so we have some lack of accumulation happening in Bitcoin, and we have accumulation happening with Ethereum. And we know people are buying into Cardano. Now, business move, right? Crypto winter. I really want you to understand why I'm talking about data is the new oil. Bitcoin is data, and that data you can make money off of, right? The reason why I'm saying this is that I am paying for a service that all they're doing is giving me blockchain data. I am paying a lot of money per year to get access to this data. And if I want real-time access to this data, it's $700 a month. That is proof of concept that data is the new oil. Because if I want this stuff down here, I gotta upgrade. $7.99 a month. Per month. Billed annually. I got to pay that all up front. And I want to get there. That's the reason why I got to start thinking about this like a business. I can't be playing around. I want this. I want this. I want to see this. I want to be able to get this so that the tribe can see this too. But we got work to do. So Bitcoin today is probably crapping the hell out because we already kind of saw it on the charts. And I've been saying I'm waiting for weakness. I'm seeing weakness. I see weakness. I see weakness. I'm going to hold out because I want to buy this low. On the day, we're up on the day, right? Let me see. Yeah. So currently on the day, we are up. We still don't seem to be able to break through this weekly line. If you look at that, look close to it, you can see we seem to be having a problem breaking through. And we've tested this a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We've tested this line 4 times. And it keeps getting rejected. We're still accumulating right here. We're still going to play in this accumulation zone. And that drop can drop down. The possibility is that is a 32. And then if it breaches this floor, which I don't think, I mean, the energy doesn't feel that way. And we got too much news now and Cardano love. Cardano and Ethereum might help us keep the season up. All right? Like, we could really dip if Bitcoin was the major benefactor. But you've got to look at this as, again, if Cardano is to Ethereum, and Bitcoin controls the water, but Ethereum and Cardano can double team in keeping the news up and giving us more practicality and more DeFi, which will keep the news up. And all of these financiers from the Shark Tank guys are in Cardano, right? Shark Tank Cardano, right? Shart. Yeah, dude. Shart. Let's go. Cardano founder says the only Ethereum killer is Ethereum 2.0. That's right. That's the only thing that will actually kill Ethereum 1.0 is Ethereum 2.0. It will kill itself, and that's its job. Mark Cuban roots for Cardano. So they're starting to understand it. Polkadot, Cardano, they're understanding that we're dealing with a new data. You don't, and if you don't know by now, if we deal with Mark Cuban, why Mark Cuban's important? Mark Cuban's important because Mark Cuban's start was the internet telecom. Internet. His start, right? Broadcast.com. That was his start, was an internet radio company founded as AudioNet by Christopher Jebb, Todd Warner, and Mark Cuban, and eventually sold to Yahoo. So that's why it's important to understand why he's in this, because his job was to use internet to be able to bypass the radio industry and also give the radio industry and broadcast networks a new way of streaming data. And they were working on the technology to give us all the things that we now have for broadcasting live and not needing like tons and tons and tons of equipment. You just need a camera and you can stream all over the internet. It's all built off of broadcast.com's off initial technology for networking. Audio networks, right? So what you got to look at is how audio, as you being musical geniuses, at least the guys that, if you're in the Discord, right, with us. The reason why I'm here is because I do believe that there's a bunch of musical geniuses here. And part of our job is to really think about how we're doing a new music business. Do you think that the industry as is going to stay exactly the way it is to the 14-year-old that is now broadcasting his music on a decentralized version of SoundCloud and earning revenue on that decentralized version of SoundCloud from the streams alone of his music playing? Do you think that there'll be some application that'll come up to be the decentralized Spotify? To hook into some type of decentralized way to make that happen? Do we think Spotify, which was a disruptor, could be disrupted by decentralization if I can get hardware devices and mobile devices and storage devices, you know, the Internet of Things, all over the web, and giving people money to be the infrastructure? People-powered networks, for those of you not looking at your screen, is what I'm looking at the helium.com website. This is my next move. Not saying that this is, but I've got to look at storage, right? We know Cardano's a network. We know that Cardano can make money. So how do you make money with Cardano rather than just holding it? How do I hold crypto winter? How do I work through crypto winter? My earnings got to make earnings. So I need to be part of the network. I need the network effect, right? So Cardano staking. Stake pool. Staking pools. I'm actually looking at this guy as well as a potential staking pool. I'm going to be hunting down to try to find the best staking pools. I also want to start working on technology, right? Technology that we can control. So again, here's kind of an idea. Follow me for a second. Since I know we can build our own hardware, right? We know that. We know we can build hardware that does storage. That storage will be data, energy, and applications. So just data by itself, energy being stored for grid work, rechargeables, robots, deliverables, right? We know that delivery bots are everywhere now. So let's go to Pizza Hut delivery bot. I know I'm not spelling it right. Oh, look at him. He's actually getting some spellings. Some spellings right. That man can spell a little bit. Not a lot, man. Just a little bit. Waiting for my internet a little bit, even though I got a good connection a little bit. Okay, so now I just did a search for pizza delivery robots. Internet of Things, communication to devices, having internet connected devices, potentially earning money with the connections with devices. Whom is going to need a network to communicate with devices in neighborhoods piggybacking off of networks? Do you think that there's places that you can get these robots, on your own? Delivery bot. Alibaba launches a robot delivery service. Blink. Okay, that's Alibaba. So that must mean if I now go to Alibaba.com, I was hoping that it was just going to come up on the search, but Google doesn't like Alibaba. Delivery. I just want to see what shows up in search. I learned this from my SEO teacher. That when you put the word in, just look and see what shows up. That's going to be the most clicked terms. So now you can kind of reverse engineer what's the hot new on a website. So now I put the word delivery, and now I got delivery bags. All right, not really. Delivery boxes, drone. Okay, let's look at that. All right. Not really delivery drones, but you get the message, right? You get it. You'll be able to program these with your programming languages and the open source code that will be there. So let's keep it moving. I want robot. It's right there. Delivery robot. Well, I can deliver here in a warehouse. So do you think as more and more warehouses see that I can get a robot for $4,000 and I don't have an employee that wants to come to work and then they want more money to do something that's becoming automaton work? And as I get more and more AI that can now really do more and more skilled labor, I'm just doing the delivery bot, y'all, basket bots, delivery bots, tray bots for restaurants that, I can get out of the kitchen, have it zip and be in front of you like a sushi bar type team. These are warehouse pallet boxes, pallet bots, autonomous delivery vehicle. So you see the prices, they'll come down. Best believe these were more expensive. I'll tell you why I know these were more expensive. Because if I go to robot arm, because I'm looking at how to do packing and packing materials. Again, blockchain for me is if I have a database and I have if I have a programming language that can control a robot in a visual way, and I can build these quick visual bots to do tasks. See this, read this, do this, if you see this, move this, do that, if, then, that type things. So look, robot arm. This robot arm is $28,000. What am I going to try to do with my crypto come fall? What am I going to start trying to do with my crypto come fall? I'm looking for how I take digital assets and turn them into physical assets that are still supplying data for my digital assets. Can I now build a robotic fleet that can do stuff like pack boxes for corporations that are small scale Amazon services? Or small scale delivery services, small scale ghost kitchen restaurants? Ghost kitchens. GhostKitchens. This is why when I told my cousins, I know some of them think I'm a freaking weirdo, when I told them I was building a lab out in Georgia. Ghost kitchen, right? This is what a ghost kitchen is. Basically, you'll have a kitchen that'll deliver food for you, and you'll just get it delivered to your house. You'll just see that there's a new restaurant, but you'll never be able to find it because they're using private kitchens as delivery means for your food. So you won't see McDonald's is down the street. You're going to have there's a ghost kitchen. Now, what I'm seeing is, because that still takes people, right, is that since I know that one of my favorite chains and my guilty pleasure in life is White Castles, has already put Flippy, because I know it by heart. White Castle has Flippy. We'll wait for the commercial, you know. Oh, energy, digital, your own thing. Just saying. So now let's just get, let's go fast. There we go. So now let's see. You don't want to come do the fries no more? You don't have to come do the fries. That's all right. I don't need you to do the fries. I got somebody to do fries now. Could I have a kitchen that did that? Could that be hooked to the blockchain? You know, the database of the web? And that data could be used to show the growth of companies or kitchens, or that data could be used for businesses to show the growth of their digital kitchens. Right? This is robots here, picking and flipping burgers and, you know, pizza. Less and less of people are going to be inside doing manual labor. Farms are not going to be doing manual labor no more. Tractor is not necessary for these guys. Look, they're look. Do you want to know why Bill Gates got into tech? He's got farmland. Do you want to know why Bill Gates got farmland? Bill Gates got robots now. Microsoft has Power Automate. So you can automate all of this using drone technology. You can just get this going. He's going to have the largest output of fields on the planet. You don't think this is blockchain? You don't think all this data how all the movements that happen, how can we make it more efficient? AI watching all of this and being able to do efficiency on the fly. Serving coffee, serving your pizzas, making your deliveries. Ghost kitchens. These kitchens are going to have all those robots sitting right inside of them. And I just showed you Alibaba, 28,000. The software will be open sourced. It will be on the blockchain. Somebody's going to put it there. Who? That's what you're looking for. You know what's coming with tech. If you understand what's coming and you can see it, you can hear their, automation, we're going to have to tax robots, robot tax. This is what they know. Robot arm, $26,000. And you know how greasy this is getting? 3D printed robots. In a minute, you're not even going to have to go out of the country. It's going to say made in America. 3D robotic parts. No, that was an ad. Of course, they're going to be dumb. Let's go to images, because it's about that. So we can start 3D printing robotic parts. See, like smaller robots. We'll also be able to print bigger, open source 3D printed robot. Oh, there we go. What did I tell you? What did I just say? I said that code is open source, just like Bitcoin. We're saying, well, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is code, just like the internet is code. This site is a server. It has Apache, MySQL as a database, and PHP or some type of engine to run it. What is the internet? It's a server that has those codes on top of it, and you have this happening, a website. When you put, what's the internet? A bunch of machines that just talk to each other. One IP address talking to another IP address. My computer screen, my computer IP talking to this IP that's routed from a domain name because they could have multiple IPs and multiple servers. And it's funny how IP or internet protocol is also like intellectual property. You are also IP, intellectual property. So if we know 3D printing, 3D printed robots, let's go. Oh, no, not that. Sorry. I wanted to just go to the home Google, but I need to click all, right? And then come down here, 3D printed robot arm. Okay. Let's wait for the commercial because, of course, there's now more and more commercials because YouTube is now a television network. So here you go, a 3D printed robot arm. Credit Jeff Kerr on Thinkiverse for the design. Thinkiverse. Hold on. Put this on pause because I need to put that. I know. Thinkiverse. Thinkiverse. Thingiverse. All right. I've been here before. Cookie cutters. You can print out your own cookie cutters. Right? You can print out your own designs. Stands, stuff for candy. Do you see the Internet of Things happening, right? Hey, look at this. Temple being able to take your culture and do other things with your culture in your culture. That's kind of dope. Being able to do and grow your own type of pottery stuff in your home to get more fresh air in your house. Plants that want to drip and drop down. You could have hanging plants, right? So this website, Thingiverse, let me just copy this right quick. I'm going to put this in the Discord because that's a note. 3D manufacturing. Right? We know that is coming. So we're going to go there and hit enter. I want to be able to at least leave that information there. So we know Thingiverse is there, right? And this video, we want to make sure that gets put into the Discord. Link is in the description below. 3D printed arm. Good. Got it. Just want to leave these notes because this is all, like I said, I work in real time. So mid torque. Got some things here. I guess some motors he got someplace else or made or whatever. You can see that he's got the printing going on and he's putting the things together. He's all right. See, he's got things moving. Wow. Okay. So he's showing you how he's putting everything together. I'm just going to try to get to the end. He's 3D printing everything. I guess he's still working on it. I guess I'd have to look to see. Oh, part 2. Here we go. Part 2. All right. We need the part 2 as well. So let me grab the part 2 and make sure that gets put into this one as well. Edit. Arm. And say part 1. Oops, 1. And then drop this down and say part 2. Right? Boom, boom, bow. And there we go. So now we've got part 1, part 2 of the arm, and we can see it's been rolling in and it's showing you. I want to get to this. He's putting it all together. He's got it all together. He's starting to program this thing online, right? He's working with it. Tinker. This is hacking, guys. This is what hacking looks like now. So don't tell me what you can or cannot do. There's a video right here showing you how you can make what you see over on Alibaba that's costing tens of or thousands of dollars. Then there also is a part 3. So we can see right now that we are going to have a huge maker revolution happening. There's going to be things that are going to be manufacturing. There's going to be robots everywhere because people are going to be building their own bots to make their money. What if you can be a packing company for another company? You can supply the robots or maintain them. Are you not going to be maintaining robotics? You don't think that's going to be a job? My job is not only to just tell you about crypto, which I like crypto, but I like it only to the point where it feasibly makes money for me. And I can see money 5 to 10 years. So what do I think is coming 5 to 10 years if people can make robots? Well, I think that we have a robot manufacturing revolution. I think that manufacturing coming back to America looks different. I believe it's in the garage. Just like how Apple started. Pirates of Silicon Valley. I keep coming back with that movie, man. Y'all need to watch it because literally it's coming back. Just smaller and you can print it yourself. So what are you making? What are you connecting it to this digital database? And which database do you want to work with? I'm looking at Cardano as one of them. I'm looking at Polkadot. I'm looking at Chainlink. I'm looking at Polygon. Hell, I'll even look at Stellar because the damn price is so cheap and I've already got bags in them. I want to see if it does anything freaking functional. VeChain, that's, warehousing stuff. That's part of this. Like, you see why certain coins will have extra value. I got a Theta. That's the television. That's video. What is Tron doing? EOS. File coin storage. Aave, I know is finance. Don't care about that crap. Do you see why I don't even look at this stuff? Why I'm like, Kusama, data. Cosmos, data. Pancake is an application on Binance Smart Chain. An application has that much money floating inside of it, right there. An application on blockchain. That's one. Here's another application on blockchain. That's how much cash is sitting in an app. That's what apps look like now. Not this. This is oversaturated. Apple apps. This is oversaturated. Oversaturated. Right? Apple Store saturation. Why your app isn't doing well. Google. Apps. Do you see Google oversaturation as a problem? Is it true that the app market is truly saturated? That was in 2018. 2015, they're talking about app saturation. That's what we're dealing with. So are you going to make apps on the old internet where it's oversaturated and there's everybody's there trying to do that old ass ish? Or you're looking at this? Because do you think phones are going to stay in the hands of Google and Apple? That's a good question. How do you make a phone? Can you make a Unix phone? Is Unix open source? Which means that you can download the code. Right? Unix, open source. Unix is not free and open source Unix. Okay, can't do that. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. No, you're right. Let's not do that. Linux, right? Linux. Hold on, I just saw it. Linux, right? Linux phone. That's another version of Unix. So can I use Linux, which I know for damn sure is open source? Do they? Oh, Linux phones. Could I make my own phone? Tablet? Linux tablets? Linux phones. Could I start getting my own phone? Who's trying to get you to get your own phone? Google Fi, right? Google Fi. I've been seeing all these commercials, right? Google Fi. T-Mobile, US Cellular. Piggybacking, Google Fi. T-Mobile 5G. Devices. MiFi. T-Mobile. Small little things you can put into your own thing to build your own T-Mobile type devices. Could you now hook that to something like a Raspberry Pi and make something out be on the T-Mobile network? Or is this a phone? Hold on. Is that a device or a phone? Is that an actual chip or not? Oh no, that's the ad for one of those damn phones. All right. Extended range or hubs. I'm actually looking for news on their devices. Jugular with its biggest 5G rollout. Demand for 5G smartphones. New 5G and satellite technologies offer, boom, here we go, CNET. Home choices for broadband, right? Doing all these. T-Mobile home internet intended as direct rival to something like cable internet. Sister site allconnect.com. Shopping for internet has never been easier. Allconnect. Like I said, I don't think this is going to be the wave. I think that your internet's going to come on blockchain internet. Blockchain, how about that? Blockchain. Besides Helium. Wait, does Helium have internet service? Yeah, Helium isn't. So if I didn't have internet, could I just buy and use it? Helium, introducing the People's Network. I already have that. But proof of coverage right now, it's a blockchain and LongFi. LongFi commands this, which I can show you where I get this from, where we can actually buy these things. I want to see if it's just going to show up as one of the top places, but it's not. All the Alliance stuff and the new stuff comes up. But I actually have in my, give me a second. Give me one moment. I have it in my actual there we go. 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 Got it. Yahtzee. So LoRaWAN, right? So let's take this word and copy it. Bring that word over here. Hit enter. And see what we see. Bow. There we go. Raspberry Pi. Wireless smart agriculture kits. So planting. This is what the Internet of Things look like. Gateway modules, so being able to have internet gateways or router gateways. So development kit based off of LoRa, right? Signals. Indoor gateways, signals. Smaller devices, signals, smaller devices. Wireless and Internet of Things. So you're seeing there's a revolution in the signal space that's beginning to happen because, like I said, you can buy these smaller devices and start making them yourself. These are what the protocols, right? The maker community, that maker culture. That's what it's called, maker culture. Seed Studio. So I am preparing for the long term. I'm seeing that staking is a big way to at least be part of the network. You can see staking rewards and where they're being presented. I know for a fact that I'm getting decent rates on Exodus wallet for staking. EXODUS wallet. Staking. And if you look at Exodus wallet for its stakes, you see it has, and I'll put a screenshot. It has Cardano or Algorand and all that other stuff. So I've already set it in the Discord. I have, let me see if I put staking. There we go. I already put it in here. So if you search for something, you just have to click the jump and it'll jump you up here. And you can see where I showed that there was staking, Cosmos staking, Cardano staking, 4.1%. So you can stake it in your own wallet and earn. And I'm also looking at other places to stake. Not just on that wallet, but there also the Cardano has its own staking rewards pool that'll actually get you higher staking rewards. And again, you do have staking that's happening on Coinbase, link in the description below, where you can get some revenue from Ethereum staking. You lock it into a ETH contract, the ETH2 contract, which is happening a lot. And a lot of organizations just locking it up in ETH like I did and started earning interest on it. So it is a way for you to make some extra passive income because, again, is your bank giving you 6%? And if they're not, should you not make your 6%? And regardless of how the market really does for me, do I think Ethereum's going to go higher? Yes. When staking and ETH burn, when staking is the main thing and the ETH starts burning and then these more applications that get locked into contracts, ETH becomes more expensive. It becomes like Bitcoin and it starts being deflationary and it's going to start jumping up in price. And with that, we're going to see Ethereum's price jump, as well as Cardano's. Like I said, Cardano this season 10, Cardano next season 500 to 1,005. And then you make your decision on that. But I would, that's why I am no financial advice. My portfolio is reflecting that. So how do you deal with this long-term slowdown that's about to happen after this run-up? How do you handle crypto winter? You start figuring out how you want to build applications, how you build websites, how do you get jobs in crypto, right? Do you have a profile on LinkedIn? Do you have all of your stuff on there? Like, there's people that'll be hiring. And also, what is in your portfolio? Like for me, a perfect example of how I work is that I start working on projects, even if it's free. Like I've been working on my own projects basically for free. I have to pay, it's out of pocket. But I believe in this so much. I'm paying for my own projects basically out of pocket to get to the point where my projects will earn me passive income. And I won't have to work as hard because I'm going to have multiple streams, at least 7 to 10 streams of income coming in. And I'm showing you every single stream as I'm doing it because I'm working my plan. But the biggest thing is you're a musical genius. You're in music. Okay, then how does your music currently make money? It is an asset to a label. That label gives the money or that asset to a brokerage firm who is like, okay, who is the investment? Who is the bank? Who is the bank for Universal? Some most notable universal banks. Oh no, Universal. Or no, let's go. Who's the biggest one? NBC. Let's do that. NBC. Bank for NBC. NBC Online Banking. Don't tell me that. From NBC Bank Oklahoma, the National NBC Studios. Damn. They really DIOS. I know y'all. Burbank Studios. They're not going to give me what I need to, what I want. But these studios give their money to a firm. That firm manages the money. Now, even if you're dealing with Universal, you can think of it this way. Where does the 401k plan for Universal go? Typically, it's going to some firm. That same firm has the assets under management, the cash coming in, and they're earning interest on that cash. That's just the way that this business works. And then you earn on a business, let's say you have a product, it's supposed to earn five times earning on a loan. So that's how we're already behind the schedule, behind the 8 ball when it comes to how our music is being handled and how we handle our music. I should never be coming to a label if I wanted a damn label or I needed it at this point. Because what is a radio station? A radio station is only ears, somebody listening to you. SoundCloud is a radio station. Spotify is a radio station. And I only need freaking CD Baby. Pay once and then I'm on everywhere. I'm YouTube making royalties. I'm on Spotify making royalties. And wherever CD Baby decides to add new shit, I'll get more royalties. Then I'm going to take those royalties. I put it into PayPal, right? From PayPal, it goes into Coinbase, right? And then from Coinbase, I put it in my robot, right? And then my robot trains on that and gets 11% in like a week, right? Hold on. Robot. No, that's not the high risk one. Where's my high risk bot? I think that's my high risk bot. No, that's not my high risk bot. Oh yeah, it is. I got it. It's on this wrong screen. I didn't drag it over. Here's my high risk bot. Let's hit refresh. All right. Less than a week. We've done 5%. Excuse me. 5% from the robot, from the Bitsgap bot. Link in the description for the training. Link in the description to see this bot live. Not this one. But yeah, this one. All 3 of the bots are available to see. I try to keep this transparent because at the end of the day, it's not something that only I can do. And as you can see by the price points of where the bots are trading in, I've even proved you can start a bot with $20 damn. So, I mean, you're not going to, you've got to understand that you're looking at assets under management. So if this bot costs me $120 a month, I need to make sure that this makes enough money to do so. Now, I did a test, and that's part of this, part of what you see from what I do by me doing my work is you also see the research, right, in real time. And part of my research was, here was a test we did. We were still in the height of a good market. I released this information because I was like, I wanted to catch the bull run. Didn't expect the Elon FUD, and then had to pivot to fix things, right? And when I say that I did it in real time, let me go back and I'll show you in the YouTube shows, right? My videos. If you go back, Chinese, yeah, there we go. China FUD. I was trying to deal with how I was going to deal with my bots through that. Then putting out bot fires, right, is a video of me dealing with a crash because of China's FUD. And then charting the bounce was me trying to chart how I'm going to bounce and then get my robots running for this show. That's the entire premise. Like sentiment analysis here. This shows you where the bounce may happen. And then the robots is you trading and watching for where these are going to potentially be your bounce points to pivot your bot in these new channels and keep eating sideways money up. Right? That's the entire blueprint of what you see. China FUD, yo, let me do my sentiment analysis. I need to get my bots out here, but I need this first, so I need to teach you this. Wait, there's damn things happening with my bots. I was supposed to do my class. I can't do it right now because I'm putting out fires. All right, well, now I'm charting the bounce. I think we've got it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now I'm watching for the run, right? Now I give you your bot class. I'm watching for the run. And with this bot, we got this bot running. So it is real time. This bot has done some trades. When the market went bad, we just talked about that. You see that it made percentages. We had $1,000 in holdings. We now hold the value of those assets still, but not the value of the coin as it dropped. But we still hold the value of the coin. It may have dropped in price, but the physical number of that coin didn't change. Well, the price of it did. My goal is always to get the backside weight of this actual number. If you're not seeing your screen, it's the second portion of your trading pair, the other side or the right side of the slash. So you see, I'm pointing at ADA BTC. I want BTC. If it's RLC and Bitcoin, I want Bitcoin. YeFi Bitcoin, I want a Bitcoin. CTSI, I was after Bitcoin. Some US dollar coin because I can buy other coins with that. And they'll get good percentages, especially on the other markets. And then what I also get out of my bots is I get to spy on a coin in an exchange, and I get to see what's pumping. So just by me being in here, and I pay my little $100 to get my little interest. And again, I have right now, you saw it has 1024, the current, and it only made $41 so far because we had the crash, but it still made some money. We now have, the value is 863, but we didn't lose half the value like the rest of the market did. We lost a percentage of the value of it, but notice what's also been happening is that we're still crunching numbers back up. We're going after physical count. And I'm using $5 worth of value here. And I'm still pulling some percentages out. And I get to see those percentages. I get to see what companies are doing that. And then I send my spy out, again, like Art of War. I send my spy out, like I spend some money out here. Yeah, I'm going to pay them $120. And yeah, I put some money under management. But I also see this percentage. But I also see which coins are doing well, who's giving me my like right here, the average daily. I just look and see, oh, Cody, I need to look at that. I need to get in there, right? I get some 1%, some 3%, some 3, this is it, TCP and 3%, 2%, PDEX, right? So I'm looking at those things too. What's my percentages? Looking on the side in these other markets and being able to see who's got the most value. Hey, why? See, this is why I'm in Tether. I can get a quick pump. I can catch a quicken. I want more ETH. That's all this play is. I want more ETH. I want more ETH, especially if I can get higher percentages on my ETH. For the long term, for the contracts. DSLA, storage, Matic, data, theta, video, tel. This is just a tel coin play, but I'm only doing it because it's pumping. And it happened to be ETH. And I wanted more. I had ETH, and I was like, well, shoot, if it's pumping, I'll just catch a ride with it and try to get some ETH sales. That's what your bots give you. Again, when you're looking at a market like in the future, looking like this, this is a very short, look how long before, we haven't even started. Look how long it took to get here. We're going to go through the cycle. It's going to be gone. The longest run you got is this one. So start getting yourself prepared for this. What is your business through this? Who are you investing in? What data services are you investing in? What hardware might you be putting up? How do you mine in here? How do you do delegated proof of stakes? Put some of this currency you're making into staking and making to validate the transactions. Even on the helium play, right? Even if I don't like, and and this is one of my plays that I've actually been looking at. Even on the helium play, there's helium mining, and that's 5G and wireless mining. So you still got a wireless play because, you know, the Wi-Fi is everywhere. We're already getting irradiated. It really don't matter, right? But at the same time, we've got to deal with that they also have validators. Validators. right? Validator pools. Staking pools with no minimums, right? So you can get this validator role where you can keep earning HNT and you don't even have to need the machines. And that's coming also. So validators are on many blockchains. And if you can get validations for many blockchains that are doing things with data, I'm looking for data storage and all this other stuff. Also, programming, right? AWS. I want hosting. Oops, sorry. I was control all trying to get into this box. Blockchain, because I don't want to do crypto. Blockchain and hosting, right? Website, hosting. Boom. Let's scroll down. Blockchain and the future of web hosting storage. Trying to see if anything. You can now access blockchain domains using any web site or server. Well, any web browser, okay? That was in 2021. Blockchain website. Good blockchain for hosting websites. Decentralizing your website, IPS, ENS. So like I said, I'll be looking deeper into this because I'm looking at how do I host web pages. Like, think of it this way, right? Through this season of this crypto winter, what if you were getting your clients' websites on a cheaper hosting plan? What if they were basically getting decentralized or dedicated server speeds and you were able to basically be Amazon for them? Put up their websites, put up their PHP pages, whatever, and it worked on the blockchain. Or there's a new thing to build some new content management system on blockchain. What's a content management system on blockchain? That's actually good to look for, right? So like look for a blockchain CM content management system. Blockchain CMS system. Blockchain content management. Core media blog. Everyone is talking about blockchain. B panel, a blockchain management system in the world of CMSs. Okay. Built on Redux, plugin based. Enterprise blockchain WebSocket management. So you see, technology is beginning to make me think the same way I would have thought a couple years ago if I knew about the internet. If I understood the internet and knew how the internet was made, how the internet was formed, and then when I see the technology come back smaller, and then I realize everything on the internet needs to remap to this new infrastructure, that's why everybody's buying. That's what everybody's buying. They're not buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin buys all the other coins. But so does USD coin, US dollar coin, USDC, and US dollar tether, USDT. And so does Ethereum. And so will Cardano. So begin to start thinking really about businesses through crypto winter. I'm looking at hosting applications. Can I build applications, data-driven applications, because I'm getting millions of data points from millions of different things, whether it be robots running on desktops, whether it be robots running in restaurants, whether it be robots running on the roofs as data being collected from solar panels, or wind farms, helix-based wind farms, wind energy. When you hear everybody talking about the big thing, right? Oh, Bitcoin's energy is just so expensive, it's so massive, but it does nothing, it's Bitcoin, rah, 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 rah. Literally what they're saying is one thing. They're clearly just saying, hey, Bitcoin's kind of expensive. We already got big machines. We really don't want to get into this mining as you're mining. We would love to piggyback off your technology if it's feasible for our business. Just make it practical. If you make it practical and we can start moving our stuff and immediately tell our benefactors that we are reducing our costs on all these other servers for being there, and we can collect even more data and be able to sort through that data because it's on the blockchain and people get paid for that crap, you don't think that's going to blow up as businesses, as jobs, as technology principles to have on your resume? You don't think immediately, I'm gonna show you money right now, you don't think putting that on your LinkedIn profile, taking your LinkedIn profile, once you get into blockchain, get done, wait for the season to be over if you need to. Wait till January, February next year. Wait for the season to be over, get all of the skill set on a website, start building out all the stuff that you're doing, the stuff you're doing in NFTs if you're doing that, or beats that you're putting on blockchain markets, and put that into your portfolio. Put a link to that in, put it on your portfolio on your .com, right? And especially if your .com is on the blockchain, so then you can even talk about the fact that you're hosting websites on the blockchain. You can put that in your profile and your resume, and not only you're designing, not only you're a blockchain developer. You don't think that your salary to work remote on blockchain projects is not going to be higher than everybody else still trying to do old ass web? If you still need a job, right? That's money in your pocket. You could take that money to make a job in crypto to make more money in crypto by putting it on coins that earn you interest, or staking it with ever the coins that solidify the network for the app that you have live, for the data that you use for business decisions. That's what I say by eating your own dog food. What are you building for yourself? I'm building blockchain apps for me. The reason why I'm even like ranting about this stuff is I'm building these apps for myself, and I'm seeing, oh crap, the same crap I did when I was in in tech is coming right back again. I just had to learn the technology, which was building websites. How does websites get built? Can I build it on my own desktop? All right, can I put a site on my desktop and then start testing it localhost? Yes. Okay, can I run applications localhost and start building localhost data-driven apps for myself? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start building that. Except instead of building it on my one computer, I'll put it on a Raspberry Pi. I'll find out which data system I want on the blockchain, like one of the ones in the top, 50 blockchains that are out there, or 100 of the top blockchains. It's time to ask yourself a question. Can I ... on the blockchain? Can I put videos on the blockchain? Can I put websites on the blockchain? Can I put apps on the blockchain? Can I put graphics on the blockchain? Can I put music on the blockchain? Can I sell items on the blockchain, like marketplaces? Can we get social networks on the blockchain? Can those social networks be able to be just as viable for us as being on Instagram and LinkedIn? And because of this decentralization, can we control our content so that they just can't shut our crap off? How do we build data libraries to be able to keep 3 a.m. stuff from being deleted off the web? Can we put all our 3 a.m. stuff on a blockchain, lock the blockchain down, and be able to make sure that those contents are always accessible for generations? And that as they try to change the web, we can take screenshots of the web and put that stuff right back on there to be able to say, well, they changed it here, and then have reference points. It's called graph databases. It's called business intelligence. It's reverse engineering how they're running their businesses and put it into yourself, because the tech is coming down to your level. And since the tech is now in your hands, what are you going to do with it? Don't believe me? Salesforce is an application for companies to do CRM, customer relationship management. If a customer comes to my website and does a specific thing, I want you to do these things to make my sales process easier. if I do something, 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 do this or this. Node.js. If I go to what it connects to, again, this is not open source, but you can download and install this on something like a Raspberry Pi. These are all the things it connects to. Amazon to store data, Box to get files, project management software, CoinGecko to get cryptocurrency data, Contentful for content management system, Discord bots, right? Facebook triggers. Something happened on Facebook, do that. GitHub. Something happens on GitHub, tell me that they've done something. Hey, this project's now starting to ramp up now. When you see that they've got this much going on, let me know. How I'm going to watch projects. I'm going to start programming BigQuery, Google BigQuery. They just did a deal. Hold on. BigQuery and crypto. Right? I just saw some news about BigQuery. Google Cloud, Polygon, Matic. Polygon, Matic. Number 15. You see the price. You see the partnership. BigQuery. GraphQL is Facebook and a way to connect into these data structures to pull data. And let's not also forget it can connect to Microsoft stuff. Monday, project management again, Microsoft Teams, project management. Could you not program your own outside of a WordPress or whatever system of decentralized business? Content management system, payment system, another networking communication system, right? Telegram, project management system, free project management system. Twitter, posting to Twitter. WooCommerce, handling your Zoom, hooking in to grab your Zoom stuff. So you can see that this product, I am putting this at the core of some of the automation I want to do all over the web. And can I connect this to the blockchain? Well, of course I can. Because all I got to do is go down to E and look for, well, no, they're not going to let me be great with just looking for ET, right? It would have been right here for Ethereum. But, of course, they're not going to do that. ETH. Oh, y'all have taken off Ethereum? Oh, it's not on this one. That was Microsoft. My bad. That was Microsoft. That was Ethereum Alliance. But you can use some. All right, so a hack around that, because it's actually Microsoft. Microsoft Power Automate has the Ethereum Alliance stuff. And this is another robot. So powerflow.microsoft.com. And then you go to your connectors. Right? That's connecting you to other things. And this is the expensive version of this. This is the free version. This is your expensive version. And they have a cloud version which is the N8N cloud for like $20-something. Right? But you can download this code, put it on a Raspberry Pi and do your own work. That's what I'm going to be working on. Right? So here on this, you can also connect to Microsoft with this thing, right? This is part of like a cross hack. Being able to cross trigger things and send things over here. I can do things on Amazon, send it on Amazon over there, and have this trigger over here to do some type of work. Right? By storing something in an Amazon database, or storing something in another type of database, or storing things on the blockchain. So here I could send triggers to do stuff like buffer and all that stuff, but I could sit there and just actually talk to the blockchain. And it's interesting that the Corda blockchain is one of them, because I've never even really heard of Corda. Search Corda coin. What is that? R3 Corda has a bridge to public blockchains. Corda network said to go DeFi. So here, live with me, you see that I'm now looking at something that is just something, a silent creeper connected to Microsoft. Where is my Microsoft screen? Corda BigQuery. So Matic, BigQuery, and the Corda blockchain, which we got off of this screen from Microsoft for their connectors. So you can see they connect to Ethereum and they connect to Corda. And of course they do. They're on the Ethereum Alliance. So again, we're looking at growth of the segment to come into data storage, and also applications living on the blockchain. I don't know why food showed up on here. That looks good. All right, so let's look at what we got in news to see what we're dealing with. More than 5 million worth is in ETH2 staking. We already talked about that. We talked about the play to earn features yesterday. I don't worry about China to hand out 6.2 million in digital currency to Beijing residents as part of a trial. So now what we're talking about was that China yuan. Why did China FUD out on us? Why did they want to crash the market out? They wanted people out of it in their country. Why are they potentially turning off Bitcoin mining, right? I see a dip. Could Chinese governments be giving them incentives to begin turning on China miners to their own cryptocurrency? A Chinese yuan that's based off Bitcoin or something similar that might have staking and all this other stuff to handle all the other things they want. So could they be getting ready to come up with their own infrastructure coin? They could be. Very much could be. Robot stuff out of here. Again, small robots are coming everywhere. These are going to be in your neighborhoods. They're going to need broadcasting. That is also what I was talking about with the Helium network as far as 5G rolling into multiple locations. So please be on your health. 5G is microwaves, regardless how we feel about it. Please be on your health. All right, so we're going to move on into the news portion, and then I'm going to get cranking on the rest of my work. Digital currencies are the future for Russia's financial system, the central bank governor says. We're seeing digital currencies, of course, and if they can get the populace to start making, basically being part of their infrastructure and being able to generate transactions and validate transactions, they will piggyback off of that and utilize it against the people. Big rise in financial advisors adding crypto assets to client portfolios. Remember how the banks and everybody was talking about nobody was using it and nobody's buying in? And I've been telling you, these guys are buying in. These guys are getting into this crap quick, fast, and in a damn hurry, and they're buying up every damn thing that they can. I already told you, hundreds of banks. We'll do it again for those in the nosebleed seats. Google, hundreds of banks, Bitcoin. That's the search term, right? CNBC, boom. Bitcoin is coming to hundreds of banks, says crypto firm. CNBC. That's the business channel. Bitcoin coming to hundreds of US banks this year. That's this summer. So we already know this, and we know this. And why do we know Bitcoin's going to go up? We know Bitcoin's going to go up because there is a finite amount of it. And if these guys are buying it up, let's not be, as MG says, cute and clamorous with this. There is only 21 million Bitcoin. There can only be 21 million Bitcoin unless you fork off, spin off a new whole damn Bitcoin. And then you got to get every miner to agree. And those miners are going to be all over the world. So it's going to be really hard to do consensus with people every damn where. And they could be in the middle of nowhere mining cryptocurrencies, especially when they're doing it with energy from the sun as well as Helix solar power. Helix wind power, right? So if you deal with that, you know that these financial institutions are buying in. You know there's 21 million Bitcoin. We already know 18.5 million Bitcoin's gone. Minted, right? Not minted, not gone, right? Mined. There we go. 18.5 million mined as of February 2021, right? February of this year. So we already know that 18.5 of a $21 million asset is already gone. So then my next thing is Bitcoin's 21 million. I need to look at, I know 6 million Bitcoins already locked up in wallets, lost forever. And the last Bitcoin will be mined 2140. 2140 minus 2021 is 119 years. So, do I think Bitcoin is going to keep going up when it is a scarce asset that won't mine the last of itself for 119 years and 900 Bitcoin gets mined a day? 9 mined day. 900 is the average amount of new Bitcoins mined per day. My numbers come from just straight numbers, man. Scarcity is scarcity, right? If you have simple economics, right? If I have a surplus, the price of it goes down. If I have scarcity, the price of something goes up, i.e., collectibles. If there's 10 million Beanie Babies on the market, does the price go up or down? Price goes down. If there's only a couple thousand Beanie Babies on the market, does the price go up or down? It goes up because there's scarcity, just like PlayStation and eBay. When a new PlayStation comes out, you can buy it for $199. You see it on eBay for how much? Right around the first season of its Christmas run. Same ideal. We're just dealing with technology. The technology is coming down a notch, and all the technology they've locked away, because the internet is a utility, you're piggybacking off of an old tech. And now these new companies are piggybacking on the old tech. And young people, like y'all are younger than me, y'all are doing it. And I'm glad. Get rid of these old heads. So regulators are starting to take a look at, take crypto seriously. Duh. Because this is technology. We're dealing with servers. We're dealing with infrastructure. We're dealing with, yes, some finance, but we're dealing with new financial structures like DeFi. And interest-bearing accounts. Why do I need a bank if I can make more interest someplace else? Hence, Coinbase. Link in the description. So they're having some growing pains right now. I saw one of my banks giving me a percent, talking about we're giving you 1% a month. I'm like, oh, how are you doing that? I bet I know. I bet you I know how they're giving me them percentages now. They staking. Flipping it to fiat and kicking me a fiat intro. But how is that possible, Traj? Well, it's easy. Here, I'll show you exactly how it's done. If you look in the markets, it's simply called USD. Direct. Not USDC, just USD. And you can see what you can get, depending on the exchange, you can get with standard dollar or what you can cash out with standard dollar. So if I can get interest from something and then kick it right into a standard dollar, I could then hook it to my wallet and fence that out to you. That's what the banks are starting to do. You are your own bank now. If you choose to do so, you are your own financial advisor. I'm not. I can't be. I'm too busy trying to be my own. Let's look at what Leo, our little bot that gets some of my news that I find, and then I have this little AI hunting down other news to see what else the market is telling us, right? Is this a bear trap? Yeah, I'm looking to see if we're going to go sideways for a while, so I'm kind of figuring it might be a bear trap. Like, you're going to think it's going to go down, people want to short that, and then boom, it pops back out, trapping those bears that are doing in the options markets, traps them, they get killed, and we keep running. Bears get slaughtered in a bull market. Guggenheim's new fund may seek Bitcoin exposure. Guggenheim, huh? The Googs fund. Who's Guggenheim, right? Fund management company. Guggenheim Partners. Okay, who are these guys? What have they done? Our firm, career investments. Capital management, they're in New York, been here since 1999. What companies do they own? Funds. Look like they're just really a big hedge fund. Under management, 270 billion US dollars. So a management company that has $270 billion under management is into cryptocurrencies. Come on. It can't be a scam if the person that's got people's funds are jumping in, can it? Here's how Bitcoin millionaires are playing the crypto market. Sentiment. I'm not going to worry about sentimental things on sentiment. It's a good, it used to be a good thing for me to look at, but I don't really care about that. I'm looking for actual business assets. Federal judge sides with Ripple, denies SEC access to legal communications. No, you can't be all up in my email and my business, bruh. Give me what you need to give me. The guy that threw a charge on me left and threw that out there the last day of his Trump administration. He dips the hell out. He throws it out there. All of this is just the last-ditch effort to keep this from going public, to hold off so they could jump in last minute because they believe they want to hitch their wagons on this. So they did. And they set it up so they could be able to, they're going to just get a pat on the hand. This is going to go become a stock. They'll be on the stock market. So if you're also looking at stocks, the Ripple will also be a stock. You know? Again, the technology is closed off. I don't see large scale with it in my own business. So yes, I can invest in it, but it's you investing on how well the company's doing. I don't invest that way anymore. That's why I don't do the stock market. I want to be a part of the growth of the company. Then I can guarantee the price because there's usability. If it's functional, it'll be functional long term. Tron founder Justin Sun says crypto bull market gearing up for the next rally. Of course it is. Well, I've been through the cycle. We already talked about this. The last cycle, pump, fall. This cycle, we have a couple dips. This cycle, we have a couple dips. We haven't gotten to the run-up yet. So yes, I do feel the same way that we are getting ready for that next summer run, and we got the news from CoinMarketCalendar to support that statement. Sell, buy the rumor, sell the news. All the way through September, October, November is a bunch of news coming out that's going to make the crypto market run. Not financial advice. I'm just managing my portfolio and kicking out the strategy live. Let's go. Rich Dad Poor Dad, that's Robert Kiyosaki. That's a good book to know what assets and liabilities are. Rich Dad Poor Dad author says he's buying Bitcoin at this price level. Duh. Why do we know that? Because this is the data from the 3-day average of this. This is 3-day. This is how long the leg of the data is, meaning we are kind of at an accumulation point. You get an accumulation point right before big megalithic rallies, especially after a halving. And my price target of 173,000, but I'm going to be starting to snitzel at 90. At 90,000, I'm going to start to pull back. I want to just get this planned out so that I know what I'm doing. Right? That's what this video is for. It's a longer one because everything after this one's going to be short. Because I'm not going to have much to say after this. Just, hey, yep, it's running. Yep, we're doing this. And this is, I'm going to say, go back to this video. Disrupting narratives. Is Bitcoin bound for longer cycles with diminishing returns? Longer cycles. Yo, current. Longer cycles. Diminishing return on investment. I got to buy all this hardware for my Bitcoin, and this longer cycle is actually where you make your money. They just want money in, I bought this crap. Oh, okay, since I bought this crap, now this thing needs to go 10,000x. Bitcoin's not going to keep going 10,000x. Bitcoin, if it does not get its act together, is going to be surpassed. I'm already starting to buy into the other things that are interesting because they're data plays. Do I think that getting cheaper hosting on blockchain and having my customers that I can put on these new things and say, hey, I can lower you getting a website for your website, and I can charge you ... amount of money per month. I can charge you $5 amount. I can charge you what you would pay $20 on Amazon for. I can charge you $5 and give you better service and get you better speed time and get you right? If I can offer that for my customers, who's winning this long-ass crypto winter cycle? Who's winning? This little spike, this crap is less than a few months. Like, literally. This is 2017. No, it's not a few months. This is basically a year. Right? December of 2017 to December of 2018. 1 year. December to December. After that, crash. 1 damn year. 6 December 2017, January 2018. Not even a year, excuse me. Not even a year. Sorry. It's 2017 to 20. I was looking at this thing and counting it weird. 3 months. This high, hey, everybody's happy, was 3 damn months. Look at the past from the last halving. Halving, it starts, it's a year and change, and then a run up. Right? We started 2016, we go through 2017, right? That's your year. We now have the 2017 run up to crash. Right after that happening, 1 year, crash. Halving, we're at the start. Summer, we run up. Crash, November, December. And then the cycle continues. Boring ass January. Welcome to crypto winter, where we wait for the next halving, which is 2024. And you can ask Google that. When is the next Bitcoin halving? Where the rate of how much you make in Bitcoin gets cut by half. And it will drop to $3.25 in 2024. That means they gotta buy new hardware to mine for less money. That is the game of technology. Why is Bitcoin getting up? Because it has to. People bought hardware here. That still was $2,000 per machine back then. Same $2,000 is for these damn machines today. That ain't changed. Just like buying a laptop is still $1,500. Saying $1,500 was to buy a computer when I was buying a computer. It ain't changed. $2,000 for a decent business machine. Doing something for business. And then you have to recoup all of those machines you made here. You ran up. Oh, it's going to go forever. Crash. Oh, well, at least I can recoup. Because I got to get ready for this next run up. And again, another one happens, right? 2024, we got to wait 2025, 2026, 2027 crash. Next cycle. If we're stuck to Bitcoin. If Cardano and Ethereum doesn't pull us out of it. So yes, he's buying at this level because we are at an accumulation point before the summer run, because we have the news from the calendar that lets us know a bunch of news is about to break June, July. If you don't know, coinmarketcalendar.com, coinmarketcal.com. I put in, give me everything that's significant. I hit the search box and it tells me the London hard fork for Ethereum is coming in July. Ethereum, June. Bitcoin, Taproot activation. That's a big upgrade. One of the biggest in November, right before the December crash. Polkadot has token minting, right? Ethereum, Cardano, VeChain, Sync2, COMEX2. There's things in VeChain you got to be looking at. That's data. Theta, that's video. Dogecoin, really? Really? Whatever. Moving on. Pancake, that's an application on Binance Swap. They're upgrading. Neo's getting ready to launch their mainnet in September. So you see there's a lot of news. June, July, September. I think there's one August, right? Did I see August? August. So yeah. Good eyes, man. 1 August. June, September, June. Yep, 1 August. And if I go on the next page, I'm pretty sure I'll find more August. So we know we have Septembers. June, September, June, August. So got it August. So July, June, September, August, November, right? So plenty of news getting ready, and these are all significant. All according to this site, these are significant plays. So if I know I've got significant news getting ready to come, yes, Bitcoin is getting ready to go to the next run. This is a good time. If you need financial advice, you can get it from Robert Kiyosaki. He gives it, and he's buying at this level. That's his advice, not mine. I'm just kind of taking it myself. But I'm getting it from him. I'm not giving you financial advice. Acting comptroller of currency calls for regulatory perimeter in crypto markets. They want to put a circle around crypto. Basically, wrap this up. How do you wrap what is not wrappable? How can you lock up what is decentralized? And how can you stop which is copyable and spin upable? Bitcoin is the largest and most creative replicable or replicatable database on the planet. Only thing I need to do is get a machine, download the coin, spin it up, and I can start mining Bitcoin. If my machine is good enough, I might get some. It's one of the only things that is consistent. It's one of the only things that it's a server. Now these servers are like, Bitcoin's dumb. And it's worth how much? Bitcoin's dumb. It's getting smarter. It's smart enough to handle all this algorithm things for the money and the finance and the no double spend. Like, that's smart. It's brilliant in that. But it's dumb for everything else. It can't do apps like I want to do apps. Can't put servers up there. I can't store stuff on there like that. I mean, I'm getting there. But it's dumb. There's new smart stuff coming. And Cardano might not be the only thing. We might need to look underneath. There might be a 19-year-old coming up, or a 14-year-old, 15-year-old coming up with the next code. He's like, I don't like all these people. Their things are stupid. I got something smarter. I'm looking for that kid. But I don't care about a bank who wants to cater to banks. And maybe some of the unbanks, but you can do that with Bitcoin. You can do that with Ethereum and bank the unbanked. Can I not send Ethereum to somebody in Africa if they have an Ethereum wallet? Can I not send Tether if they have a Tether address? Can I not send Binance Coin can I not send Cardano? Can I not send Doge now that they're on CoinMicroCap? Like, Can I send Doge to an African and they cash that out? Yeah. Do I care about this? Not really. It's for people doing custody and things that I didn't care about in the first place. I need data type thing. I need application type thing. I want application on the block type thing. And this is another one of them. That's another one of them. So that's why they came out here trying to be, we're $300, $400, and you see where that thing's sitting at. Come on now, stop playing with us. Polygon, Matic, Stellar, Solana, Theta, that's video, VeChain, smart contracts, data, finance, stablecoin that earns 2%, data, app on Binance. I keep hearing this. I think that's data. Maker, that's finance again. But I wanted to say I thought this started as a Maker bot type thing. Right? So you can see if you're looking at the top, like things, you're looking at data plays and application plays, and I want apps, I want NFT. That's an app. It's programming language. Programming is going to come down lower and lower and lower. It's going to get easier and easier and easier. And in the programming world, right now, low code, no code is eating up development jobs. So I'm waiting for it to come to blockchain. Hold on. Hitting the wrong thing. Low code, no code, right? In business. Make sure I put it in the respect of businesses dealing with low code, no code. And I go into the, not the news. Low code, no code growth driven by digital transformation, taking data, converting it into something else. I take data, I utilize it for something, repurpose it. Data is the new. I'm holding my mouse over cans of oil that have Bitcoin on it, because Bitcoin is the original data. And now that data is getting smarter. Data is the new oil. So let's see what else we got. Ethereum 2.0 gains momentum as 13. Is that billion? Is that, wait, 100,000 million? That's billion. 13 billion in ETH is staked on contract. Do you think people are waiting for more programming language over our Bitcoin? That I do like, and I like I said, I do like scarcity, but I'm also looking at Cardano and ETH for long-term business plays. Like, if you made a bet that Microsoft was going to be in every office and home, and you bought it at $5 a share, you would have seen Microsoft for what it is. And now Microsoft stock price is what? That's what I'm talking about. Don't beat the tech. Adobe went into the cloud. Adobe's making more money. World's 43rd largest bank wants a piece of a $1.7 trillion cryptocurrency market. Who's the 43rd largest bank? The 43rd largest giant, Standard Chartered. Standard, that's like Standard Chartered Oil. Is that Standard Chartered, like, were they into oil? Were you in Standard Chartered Oil? Aha! Standard Chartered Oil. That's what I thought. An oil business, data, oil business. If you just said that, just called it. They understand data is the new oil, because oil ain't worth oil. And oil, they can't mine anymore. They can't get it anymore because they can't get it cheaper than what they're getting it elsewhere. And they don't run it no more. They used to run it in Texas. They used to run it in all these states, right? All of them oil dredges are dry. And they can't even do fracking no more because because the OPEC flooded them out. during the pandemic. Just flooded them out, kept the price high. And they were already kept the price low, beating them in the head with lower prices before Rona. Right? So they were already beating us in the head with prices low. So they could flush out fracking and crucified fracking. A lot of frackers can't make any money. Now, can you potentially take some of that fracking oil, generate turbines and electricity, and then potentially turn that into low-grade, low-scale mining facilities? That might be a way to take that oil and not try to get in the gas market, but get into the energy, decentralized, Internet of Things type beats, right? Just saying. I'm looking at that for farms, right? Methane, cows taking craps, capture methane gas. Methane gas turns turbines. Turbines get stored into, graphene storage or whatever storage for an energy. And then that energy is slowly used to be able to mine. And I use that to mine cryptocurrencies, or I can sell it back to the grid and make money. That's how I'm looking at crypto winter. How do I take digital assets, start making physical assets, and just become a more blockchain-based, decentralized-based company so that when the next run happens, my company looks like... You think I'm playing? I am surgical with this thing. I am surgical with this thing. ToxicHustle.com, come down to the bottom. It's community driven, yes, because I want to make it on the blockchain. I want it to be open. I want to be able to sell products, earn that stuff, put it in crypto, and make more money. Then, what do I say? The future of business blockchain. Come on. Come on. Come on. The website already has that in there, and I want it on there long enough so that it can domain age with Google search algorithm when I start putting more blockchain-based thing on that and I get that SEO love. Low code, no code coming to blockchain. Being able to do something like N8N.io, that automation software, that is software that's Node.js that could be written to be put on one of these decentralized servers, and then I could have decentralized automation APIs and all types of crazy things in the cloud, which just means servers. Yeah. Don't hate on low code, no code. Business agility requires open APIs, and low code, no code. API 333. I have you on my Rolodeck, 'cause I see you. Tonight is your night, bro. Tonight is your night, bro. Connect smart contracts to real world data. API 3. No. DAO, governed, decentralized, autonomous organizations. Ethereum was the original DAO. So you're making businesses, software companies that are decentralized, working on the blockchain, getting paid. We have proof of that. We also got proof of stake. Data provider operated, provide data, being an operator, more network talk. Quantifiably secure. The blockchain secures itself by anonymous viewing and checking. That's what the blockchain is that everybody has the blockchain. What we saw happen actually happened. That's what this is. And look who all is interested in Ethereum Alliance. Because applications need this. dApps need this. MobiFi. Hold on. I know this is long, but we're finding things, and those things that we find potentially mean more business opportunities for Tribe. MobiFi, the first yield engine designed for mobility as a service. Like PaaS, platform as a service. You know, like platform as a service. I believe that would be Zapier, Boomi, Zapier, platform as a service. Yeah. That's also Microsoft, that flow.microsoft.com I showed you earlier in the video. You can scroll back on the recap. I know it's long, but these things that you need to see, that this money that you're supposed to make ain't just on cryptocurrencies. That's the jugs. The jugs isn't the cryptocurrency. The jugs is mobile devices are going to be as powerful as desktop, which means now over-the-air devices will have just as much data and streaming power, which means you're going to have augmented reality, virtual reality. You've got data, VR worlds, in-world events, out-of-world events. You're going to have concerts in-world and out-world that are going to be needing all of this data to provide all of this insight. Right? So it's like looking at these things and preparing the infrastructure. If you bought Bell South years ago, they would become Verizon, T-Mobile, Lucent Technologies, right? Baby Bell. That's what my mama taught me. Baby Bell. Telephone. Baby Bells. Right? They got split up. And the Bell network got split into all of these companies. Let's open this up, right? Divestiture, AT&T got to keep going long distance services. So AT&T got that, while the local mobile monopolies would be mapped to 7 different Baby Bells, which retained control of the phone lines themselves. Ameritech, Bell Atlantic, or Bell South, Bell Atlantic, which also is Bell South, NYNEX, Pacific Telesis, Southwestern Bell, and US West. So you're also looking at your T-Mobiles, your Verizons, right? Internet explosion. So then you got your internets that got spun out of that. TCP IP technology, that's hardware stuff. The ISPs came out of that. So you've got a history of what this tech, what got us here, and now you're seeing that these things are coming back, but just on chain. They need the same things, but now it's software driven, not hardware driven. The hardware is already in place. Now we're laying software on top of it. And we need to speed up being able to make applications to get business at scale, because we're already there. I'm just looking for the practicality of it on chain. Kraken, the other exchange that's in America. I think they're in Vegas or something like that, Arizona. Kraken launches a new mobile app for U.S. crypto traders. Kraken's trying to get people back in there. I've looked at Kraken's numbers here. I think I have them in a bot. Let me show you. That way you can kind of see it for what it is, right? I don't need to try to sugarcoat shite. I just need to show you, right? So let's get Kraken open. I don't have nothing there, but look at the average. The average is starting at like 30%, 20%. That's what I'll make on Kraken. Now that's not bad. I mean, I'm saying only 30%, but please understand, I'm coming from Kucoin, link in the description, right? Where we're talking about 80%. Right? Where if you look at the bots are generating 1%, 3%, 2%. This is 7% off of 6%. So 9% off of an 8%, 3% off of a 3, so anyway, it's sideways. I'm making some sideways money on this. Regardless, we're seeing surges better on other exchanges than we do on Kraken. So for me, I'm glad, and that's cool that Kraken is launching a new mobile app. I just don't see me using them quite yet, because unless they got some coins that I need, or they got a coin that's earning interest, like they've got some Kraken coin, and maybe that Kraken coin might be something, because Kucoin is getting up there, and Binance Coin is up there, and those are exchange coins. Binance proves it. So I'm looking for the next great exchange. Kucoin is the one I'm jumping on because, hey, South Korea, let's go. Cardano looking strong as crypto analyst Benjamin Cohen says. Crypto analyst Benjamin Cohen. Yeah, of course it's looking strong. Let's see if there's any more news. Fanatics take big swing in NFT market. Inks. MLB deal for Candy Digital. So yeah, we got more NFT stuff getting ready to come. That's gonna be big. More content based. That's really, when you're playing the NFT game, you're looking at NFTs as a content strategy, right? It's a content-based strategy. What content can you sell and earn, and then take that content and then make interest with your bots, right? Nightlife crypto, making blockchain gaming more attractive and lucrative. All right, don't know. Green NFT platform raises $63 million to launch music collectibles on Tezos. We just talked about that, right? Music. It's all about. I'm looking at how I make more money on my music. So there you go. Just some things that I've seen. You see the titles there. You can always look these up yourself, and you can see is on Engadget. So that is it. I think I pretty much got what I need for what I'm doing for my investments for the rest of the week. Because I'm not, like I said, this was the last long video I'm doing this week. I am going to be focused now working on the staking side of the business, the data side of the business. I'm not going to be chasing coins. I'm going to be stacking coins, staking coins, being parts of other networks, being also parts of getting my data ready for whatever video games that are getting ready to come out. I want to be able to start manufacturing for those gaming centers, right? Being able to get into clothing manufacture, all that stuff. So digital clothing for gaming, and as well as like fashion and also collectibles, in-world collectibles. So big things, Aguan, when you look at data as oil and not just crypto as crypto. Start really planning your interest, right? Start gaining interest. Start making it now. Start letting it compound. For real. If we think about what's happened, if we think about what we've lost, right? When we look at Tulsa and we see what happened to a place that was becoming industrious, and that this was Wall Street, a financial area, a financial mecca, right? Suits, well-to-do individuals getting their finance on, these banks. What are you doing now? Are you not your own Black Wall Street? Or brown Wall Street, or lighter shade of brown Wall Street? Isn't that what you are? Well, let's start doing it. I'm Jay Jeffrey. I'm about to get cracking on some other projects, but I just needed to look this over and get prepared. Do not get caught up and get gassed on this run that's about to happen this summer. Get your money ready for exiting at 90 to 100K. Stack that into your US dollar token. But it's not a financial advice. It's just a play I'm playing. I hope all of y'all stay safe. I will be on, but these videos after this are going to be shorter. This is the last long one I'm doing because I needed to do this one. This is my business strategy meeting for y'all. This is our strategy, is what we're going. So I'm going to holler at you. Y'all be safe. Peace out.